Okay, okay, okay. Hibbity 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 hoo. Bum 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 bum. If anyone's writing in chat, I'm desperately trying to get the shit together in a timely fashion. Who else is playing? Seeds. Yo, what's up, my friends? What's up, my friends? The internet is working. I made it home in time. It's botched, but we're here, we're here. I'm like the janitor at your school. Wow, what an honor, what an honor. What an honor. That one works, that one works. I don't have any of my fancy demo viewing stuff today. It's pure bang together last minute. I hope everyone's using real nicknames. For anyone just tuning in, wondering, where have I been? It's a long story. We'll save it for a night, or a day, or a time, when the grand finals of etf2l season 3895 are not on. But please let me know if the audio levels are okay, because I've thrown this stream setup together in about 25 seconds. But other than that, yeah, we're going poverty production again. I will get a casting essentials and whatnot back on board in the near future. But yeah, it's the grand finals. It's the grand finals. I wanted to stream some like build up to it, but it just wasn't to be. It just wasn't to be. But I couldn't miss this one. I couldn't miss this one. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But yeah, it should be an interesting game. I think. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know about Witness. I've been watching some of Witness's games on the DL. Getting some of the inside scoop from those guys, but I don't think I've seen TF2 I don't think I've seen this TF2 Easy lineup play live before. I saw the same lineup play like back in, like I watched demos of this same lineup play from like previous iterations. I think I watched the week 1 game. Like, very long story short, had a fire in my flat, so was kind of out of the action for a while the season was going on, and I kind of caught week 1 between these guys. I caught week 1 between these guys a little bit, but not enough to really absorb much info on TF2 Easy. I saw they struggled on Sunshine in their semi-final game. I don't remember what the other map was, but it was pretty comfy. Yo, what's up, Stanislas? By the way, what's up, everyone? What's up, Yeho? What's up, Silves? What is up, Lupus? What is up, Manic TF2? Homemade Lemonade, Scar 33, Flick 56, Uncle Sam 22, Tenshi Den. But yeah, my flat burned down. It caused some problems. We're working through those problems. And it's an etf2l Grand Finals, so what better night? What better night? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's if you cast your minds back, those of you who have stuck with me through my many little forays into streaming and then into not streaming, and vice versa. Yeah, I'm kind of back to square one almost. Like Witness Gaming, I feel pretty confident that I know what they're about, but you know, I've only really been back on the scene during playoffs, and all of the playoff teams folded, as far as I can tell, apart from TF2 who like, as in all of the playoff teams folded as soon as they were eliminated. So, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm kind of back to square one. Obviously, Salentes. Last time I was around, Salentes was playing for TF2 himself. But yeah, we're going to keep it casual tonight. If you want, like, in-depth commentary with people who know what the hell's going on, or at least know kind of have watched the whole season, this is probably not the place. You probably want to go with, like, TF2 or something. But if you want me to just sit here and talk over these guys going at it, the League of Shadows never fold. Oh, it's still alive. It's still alive. See you at land? Question mark, question mark, question mark. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This has been thrown together super last minute. Like, yeah, when I finally got like a place to live, a place to live that had a bedroom of my own, with a computer and a desk and whatnot, it turned out the internet was dog shit, even though it shouldn't have been. So I had to like get a cable, like a cable wired like through the, like, you know, drilling holes in the walls, dragging it through the attic, putting it through another wall, etc. Like a hardwired Ethernet connection was the only way to make the internet not terrible here. And all that jazz is done now. All of that jazz is done now. Sure, you know the resub. I'm not sure I'm getting the alerts. But like I said, this is super ghetto stream setup. The alert box should be enabled, but I guess I just have to try and keep an eye on it. But yeah, I was informed of the veto, so as far as I understand it, TF2 banned Viaduct. They didn't want any of Witness on Viaduct, which makes sense. From what I can tell, I think Witness have the they definitely seem like they have the better Viaduct fundamentals. And Witness banned Metalworks, which makes sense because they looked shaky on it. Well, not shaky, but they looked like, yeah, they looked like they hadn't really pracked the map very much in their regular season games. And as far as I can tell, they haven't really played it since then. So those were your bans. It's a best of 5. Yo, Lupus, appreciate it, man. But yeah, I don't know why it's not giving me the proper alerts, because I do have alert box enabled. Wonder if that's something I can like super quickly check in on, see if I can fix that. I feel like it should just work though. Oh? Wait, it's showing on screen, right? It's just not playing the sound. Oh wait, is it because I know. Wait, no, I don't know why. I think it might be because of the last time I streamed was... The last time I streamed was when I did the cup, and I think I turned off the sounds. Let's try something like this. I'm not sure. This might have to be something that waits for another day.
Oh, Jason.
There we go. I know how it's done. Voxtac, my friend. Thank you, my friend. YU5F. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but I appreciate it all the same, my friend. Thank you for the 6 months. But yeah. Just going to do a quick bind check. Of course, this one's not working. Why is that not working? Nas is in his name. Nasby? Yeah, Nasby, that's working. These ones are working. These ones are working. Okay, why the hell is my soul bind not working? My soul bind is working. Nubby, Josh. What's up, Alien from the chat? Yeah, you know, in my time away, I've been acquiring the bot farms. Right, appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, it's good now. It's good now. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, it's grand finals, so like, I've picked a really awkward night to stream, like, for the first time in ages. It just kind of worked out that way. But obviously, there's a lot of you know, the lure of my life for the past few months is a tale worth telling. Maybe, well, maybe not a tale worth telling, but it's a tale that I will indulge myself and tell at some point. But we also have a grand finals, so it's a question of prioritizing. It's a question of prioritizing. Hoping for some nice long tactical pauses and technical issues so that I can go into the ins and outs, you know? But yeah, we here. Yeah, I will say again though, just for anyone tuning in, oh, we're going live, I ain't saying shit. Wait, yeah, we are going live, holy crap, okay. Alright. I like it. Okay, I will say actually, yeah, I'm going to keep it pretty cash because I'm not going to claim to know that much about TF2 Easy, but I'm interested to see what TF2 Easy bring to the table because, yeah, I'm more up on my witness lore, less so on my TF2 Easy. In fact, I'm going to put the cam on my man Josh because I've not seen this lineup with Josh. If Josh Incy goes down, holy crap, they're getting eviscerated. I tried to get the cam on Josh, but it was just over, and Tomo just takes this window pause and gets to clean up. And that is clean. That is clean. Okay, I didn't get time to do preds before the game, but I was going to say, if I have to make a pred, I'm going to say absolute reverse of last season. It's going to be 3-0 Witness Gaming. Was it 3-0? It was 3-0 TF2 Easy last season, right? I think it's just Silentes. Like, whichever team has Silentes wins 3-0. Like, that's just my law. That is my rule. If you have Silentes, then it's trio to you guys. Witness have the Silentes factor this time. So it's going to be a push into last. Looks like they're going to favour the right side push. Tomas taking it in. Time on the cap. Domo somehow taking a shitload of damage on entry. That's a little bit of a mess up from Witness. I know how they like to do this push. And oh, the pipe though. Bit of a clusterfuck of a push at the moment, not going to lie. Tomas could play this point still, but they're just going to back out. So yeah, something really fudged with the entry there. Domo is not supposed to come in on 70 HP. Like, I know this push, this is like a similar style push to OL, and Mula gets caught on the way out. I was going to say, this is a similar style push to something 7 used to do. And you don't take that much Uber as a demo, but if you do it right, you're supposed to be able to get in, drop down without taking much damage. He was low, he had to take a bunch of heals, Tomas couldn't play the point. It was pretty banged out. So yeah, maps, for anyone wondering, Snakewater, Sunshine, Gully Wash, Process, Granary, they were picked with Witness Gaming took the first pick, so this is Witness's pick. Sunshine was the pick of TF2 Easy. Gully Wash was then the pick of Witness. Process, Granary, I guess someone just picked the last map. And yeah, the bans were Metalworks for Witness and Viaduct for TF2 Easy. This much I know, this much I know. But yeah, Witness getting stomped all the way back to their own last while I was talking about something else. Just this one failed last push and they're back on their own last. This bomb in just takes down Ixie. Still going for the very optimistic air shot. Everyone's going for it. Who hit it? Who hit it?
I cannot
Dude.
breathe with this air.
Yo, Lux. Thank you for the sub, my friend. But yeah, someone hit that air shot in the end. I didn't see who it was. I know it wasn't Sil. That's for a fact. I know it wasn't Sil. Sil using his little bite bind there. You love to see it. You love to see it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it had to be Pappy, right? I don't think it was a pipe. But yeah, that was some fireworks in the sky action. but Ixie stole the frag like a little punk that he is. God damn it, notifications. How do I turn off YouTube notifications, man? I just get spammed with like nonsense all the time. But yeah, anyway. Wait, what is going on here? This hold is like a Genghis Khan hold. In the sense that it's powerful, but absolute chaos. It didn't look like the door was held at all, but in the end it was actually held. So they get 2 frags, but yeah, this is something we haven't really talked about because I went live with like 2 minutes before the game started. But we're playing the 5-minute round timer. Like the last thing I did before I went away was have a 5-minute round timer cup. I come back, people are playing with a 5-minute round timer. I'm not going to take the credit because that was obviously someone else's idea and I just adapted the time of the round for my cup, but...
Oh, Jason,
Yo.
I cannot breath with this air.
Wait. Jake with 2 J's. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Thank you for the sub. But yeah, we're playing with a 5-minute round timer now, so even though Witness get the double pick there, or they don't get, like, even though TF2 easy get nothing from their double sack, I don't think we're going to see Witness tempted at all to do anything, but Dogo is kind of, I'm not going to lie, this is making me nervous. Mueller gets forced there, like, they're getting in this door really, really cheaply. Like, Dogo is supposed to lock down this door completely, and they just double sacked in while the gun was still up and gone Mueller. Mueller is still 150, he didn't go to the spawn, he just took a small. So this was a really cheap force actually, and now we have like every chance of seeing TF2 easy go run round up. Not gonna lie, that's kind of bad. And before I got sidetracked with some random anecdote.
Jason, I cannot breath
Yo,
with
Fribs,
this
how's
air.
it going? Show dog. Dogs cannot be shown at the moment. Dog's not allowed upstairs, but Kunu, like a dog, playing the point. And more time on the point from Gaz, from Nubby even, and the pain trained soldier catches Witness Gaming out. And that's a round they're going to be bitterly disappointed to lose, because they won mid convincingly. They beefed their last push completely. They got stuffed all the way back to their own last. They played for the timer to expire. And then, I don't know, I'm going to point the finger at Domo and say he just simply wasn't holding the right door tight enough. Maybe Mueller shouldn't have popped. Maybe Mueller could have played a better position and milked, but I just don't think Mueller expected that right door to get penetrated as it did. So, eyes on Domo now as he tries to make up for this little bit of a mistake. He actually gets collated as effectively, but this mid is just an absolute cluster. My brain is too small and too slow. I haven't watched enough TF2 in recent times to keep up with it. But I'm going to assume that Tomas wins this 1v1 and cleans up everybody. Get him, Toe. Get him, Toe. Sick him, Fido. Okay, it's down to Silentes. Get in, Sil. Get him, Sil. I'm telling you. It's the Sil factor. I need my pred of Silentes winning every map to come true. I think that's just a storyline. But yeah. Whew. Josh getting a little bit rinsed. But even Yoibus here. Witness pressuring out. Man advantage. Nubby goes down. Kind of a comfy take in the end, but they do need to. I was going to say they do need to watch out for this slight seeds ad, but with 3 players down, TF2 easy gonna be fleeing for their lives. Pappy looking to try and get a little extra, but not gonna happen. And we're gonna be going into this classic snake water stalemate. The one we just saw the Witness beef a second ago. Looks like Pappy wants to kick things off before they can get the hold locked in. For those not in the know, there is a notorious snake water last stalemate forcing hold for the team defending last. And yeah, what you saw there was Pappy just trying to get something done before that hold gets locked in. There's a banner in play as well on the back of, is it Josh? This text is too thin, I can't read it. Old man eyes. Dude, what does it say? It says Josh. Okay. Josh has the battalions running. They have a sniper, gun, and a soldier top right. Okay, top right is like well covered. And Gazzy is now getting the sentry gun. The sentry gun that they really need to just change the geometry of this last point for. The sentry gun that just watches everything and prevents any kind of active play is now in position. So the hold is locked in, so we have to see what do Witness Gaming have What do they have in the bank in terms of breaking this stalemate? Because, yeah, with this new rule set of 5 minutes, they need to have crispy plays. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just kind of sit there and think about it and ponder for loads of time and then figure something out. You kind of just got to have your plays and do them, and then be prepared for what comes next. It looks like something happened, but I missed it completely. So still shunted in on the left, but this sack is kind of limp, I'm not going to lie. I don't really know what the theory was there. Pappy was not really in a position to do anything. So still just kind of with the solo sack. I don't know if Kunu is going to bother to peek deep into lobby once again, playing this 5-minute timer. There's only 3 minutes left on the round timer, so... Yeah, with this type of hold, like the type of hold we get on these snake lasts, I don't think we're going to be seeing like teams push off. This last hold is just too comfy. Ixie goes to Sniper. An interesting choice. I wonder if Witness have a strat like involving this, because one of the big things about this last hold is that it basically shuts snipers out. So unless Ixie just has like a... Maybe he plans to just take a duel with Kunu and just try and get them that entry pick like that. But like Sniper... yeah, one of the big things about this last hold is it locks Sniper out effectively, so... I'm not quite sure what the game plan is here. I was going to say, unless he's just hoping to literally, like, one chance, one shot, kill the demo and play off of that. But now that they know they have a sniper, I mean, Kunu checked anyway, so they already knew they had a sniper. I don't really see what value the sniper is going to bring, I'm not going to lie. But like I said, they could have a plan. I know that these guys like to theory craft. I'm going to go free cam. I'm going going to risk it. Ixie, don't hit anything amazing while I'm on free cam, please. But yeah, I'm not really sure what this sniper achieves, not going to lie. I don't really know. Okay, he wins the duel with Kunu, but even still, it's very, very difficult to make anything off of that. As long as Nasboy keeps this top right fairly well held, it's really, really difficult. Even with that guy down, it's really, really difficult to do anything now. See, Domo just tries to go in and get something done, just gets cleaned up insta. Okay, Ixie gets a bit more of an angle to go for another kill, but with Domo going down, it's like, what can you even do? And now you have a sniper, you have 1 minute 40 on the clock. Like, yeah, I kind of feel like this is just like 2 minutes wasted for Witness. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the sniper. Though I will say this, and this is not cope. This is actually just like a thought that occurs to me right now in this moment. I don't think Witness... Maybe the same can be said for both teams, so that it doesn't come across as some kind of like cope based on my prediction that Sil wins all maps. I think both teams are thinking way more about LAN than this game. Not to downplay this game, it's an etf2l season, everyone wants to win an etf2l season, right? But I think both these teams are going to be thinking about LAN, and if they have some cool way of breaking this stalemate, I don't think they're necessarily going to want to show it off in map 1 of etf2l Grand Final. I think they save it for I-65. You heard my house burned down in an insurance scam? Mate, the only person who got scammed in the insurance was me. The house did burn down, and yeah, like I say, the only person who got insurance scammed was me, as I got precisely zero pounds in compensation. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. A banner is popped, an Uber is popped, something happened, it's a car crash, we're heading to a round reset. It's simple as that. Like, yeah, Blue have a big ad, but there's no point in them pushing off last with this. Like, it just invites them to make a mistake and then allow Witness back into the round. So yeah, we're going to be going back to mid. But yeah, score right now, it's 1-0 to TF2 Easy. Heartbreaker round, coast to coast for Witness Gaming. But yeah, Witness Gaming currently, it's weird, right? Like, we're halfway through the map in terms of time, 17 minutes remaining. Witness Gaming have been in control for basically all of it. They've won, well, they won one mid and then basically took back control of the second mid instantly. And then yeah, just stuff on last. They couldn't break this last hold. I'm gonna go free cam, just see what the scoop is. Domo and Nas exchanging some early stickies. A roughly even exchange after the arrows are settled. Still a very high bomb. Just lands completely for free on Seeds along with Pappy. Yeah, Seeds goes down. I was going to say, if they do not get Seeds on that bomb, then this is a complete fail mid. I still think they're losing the mid anyway, but they at least get Seeds, which is kind of like a saving grace. And it's basically all on Ixie. Ixie has to go absolutely buck wild now. He's actually going to go for it. Is he behind? Yeah, he's behind, so he kind of has to go for it. Oh, he really could have done for a trade there. Like, obviously he was never going to win the mid there, but a trade frag would have really helped. Now they're just going to be one down on second. It's going to be even Ubers. But realistically, I reckon we're going to see TF2 Easy just come in. While XE is down, they're just going to come in and make this dirty. And if they don't, then I'm very disappointed because I've been told a lot about the TF2 Easy, the Nerd Rage aggressive style. But no, they're not going to do shit. They're just gonna play for the Uber stalemate. I guess they are one round to the good, but I don't know, man. With this 5-minute round timer, I feel like no Uber's scout down ability to go start a fight when the enemy team only has one scout. I think those are windows maybe you should consider taking. I think those are windows I've lost the ability to speak. I think those are windows you should consider taking. But Nubby is in. Nubby gets cleaned up. Mula survives. My camera work has reverted to absolute atrocity. After all that practice, I've just taken like a 3 month hiatus, and it's back to square one. It's back to square one. Do you see Josh on shotgun? I don't know, did you? Let's see. Do a rocket jump, Josh. Do a rocket jump. Show it how it is. Show it how it is. Wait, I can inspect, right? Like... Oh, I have the thing turned off. I don't know how to turn it on. Look at his feet. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Nah, this man... He's moving too smart. Nah, look at him. Look at him. Look at those feet. We just had some Josh foot camera work. Does Josh fancy something? I kind of feel like Josh might fancy something. Okay, Nubby going for it. Mula in a little bit of a... Ooh, Mantreds. We had a little Mantreds action there. Mula managing to survive. They will have heard the Mantreds play, so... I don't... Maybe this has been standard. You guys can tell me. Has Nubby been using... Has Nubby been using the Mantreds throughout the season? Or are we seeing Grand Finals tech here? Because, yeah, like I said, I speak a lot more to the Witness guys than I do the TF2 Easy guys, so I don't really know the TF2 Easy's mindset, but I know the Witness mindset, and it's, you know, we're gonna play the game, we're gonna just play our fundamentals, and anything good or cool or new or special, we're gonna save for land. Mula with a nice surf there. Nubby again going for this Mantred sack. But 2.5 minutes on the clock, but this Mantred sack is not starting to concern me, but I think it might start to concern Witness to the point where they maybe try to adapt what they're doing a little bit. Like, they're not even counter-sacking, they're just literally playing for the clock. Nubby going sniper now. But yeah, they're literally just playing for the clock, Witness game, which is kind of ballsy. There's like 30 minutes left, so okay, it's fair enough. 2 minutes, round reset will come in. But yeah, you know, I don't know. Watching these sacks from Nubby has made me just a little bit nervous. Like, Mula hit a really nice surf on the last one, but I feel like if you just give them unlimited attempts within the 5-minute time constraint, I feel like Nubby's gonna hit one of those eventually. You know, like I have a few gripes with like Nubby's overall game, but you cannot doubt the man's ability to get in and make plays. You know what I mean? And obviously Josh has set up a structure here where Nubby can do that. So yeah, it's sketchy territory to be in. But this is something that I'm not really crazy about, taking the sniper when there's like 1 minute left on the clock, because I don't know, I feel like it leaves you really limited and hamstrung. Because when the clock runs down, like 1 minute left on the round clock, you're gonna probably want to do some kind of aggro play, right? You're probably gonna want to trade. I mean, maybe you're happy to go back to a new mid-fight rather than doing an all-in play and risking getting wiped and then getting pushed back, but you're probably going to want to do an all-in play. And having a sniper when you do an all-in play is... it's not really what you want, right? So, I feel like teams should be going for this sniper. There's no way... Oh my god. As I say, there's no... Yeah. I feel like teams should be... Maybe if they want to use sniper, using the sniper early. Like, do one sack, get rid of the player, get the sniper out, and then get rid of the sniper like 1 minute ago, and then set up your committal play, right? Something like that. Anyway, I don't know. But like I said, I'm just kind of learning. I'm learning this format. They are going to go for the trade, but it's going to be awkward because they're going to have to make OT. Like, they're going to have to do this trade, But to get anything from it at all, they're going to have to also get some overtime on the point. Which, okay, it is doable, but this Uber is absolute trash. Like, literally, like, it's recycling day where I live now, and honestly, I'm just going to pick this Uber up and take it out to the front of my driveway, because that was absolutely a nothing Uber, and we're heading straight for a round reset. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if they had not had the sniper at that particular moment, they could have, I don't know, they could have engineered a better situation for this committal play. It was always gonna happen. It was always gonna happen. But yeah, back to mid. TF2 Easy actually have had the better end of mid so far, even though I feel like Witness have had the one dominant mid win. But yeah, it's been like, yeah, the two scrappy mid fights we've had. We've seen oh, so instantly getting, oh my god, this is actually just a rumble in the jungle. And Pappy just on high ground, raining down on seeds. This is another crumble. Oh, Mula dies late though. This was such a nice mid from Witness. Like, Silton and Pappy getting so much value, like so much space created for the rest of the gang, but Mula just gets cleaned up. Who got Mula in the end? Squinting. Oh, so Cunha just sneaks in and gets Mula like the absolute salvage at the end. Okay, I felt like I just gave away some Domo secret sticky trap. But yeah, TF2 Easy very fortunate that Kunu gets that salvage kill. But yeah, Witness currently down around, like, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of time for them to come back into this, but we're once again back into this last stalemate. And okay guys, you know me, I think Snake Water is a terrible map, and it's only gotten worse as time goes on, and teams discover ever new. Wait, what the fuck? What did I just? What? What has happened? Sil's just in and C's is just dead. Bruh. I completely missed it. But either way, Sil making it happen. I'm telling you, man. Silentes is the guy. He's the guy. Sil is the guy of modern TF2, at least in the EU. And we just saw why. But we're gonna see another ad push, and the last ad push we saw from Witness was absolute dog doo-doo, like no joke. So I really want to see a better push from them now, and actually see a true representation of the balance of this game, because so far we really haven't seen that. Okay, Domo's actually in and healthy this time. The gun goes down. Pappy's able to get in. They get a big bomb on Nasboy, and this really should be a comfy play now. If they can just slow play it. Mulu just needs to get some health on people. They can get some stickies on the point, clean up some frags, and it's not that clean, but I think they should be able to do it in the end. Yeah, like, okay, it wasn't the cleanest in the end. Like, there's definitely room for a bit more of a slow play, but okay, they did what they had to do. They got a clean Uber in. They got some cap time. They got double bombs on the demo. Killed the demo, regrouped. It's what you want. It's what you want to see. So 1-1, 8 minutes on the clock. What a start to the grand final. What a start to the grand final, my friends. And I saw a question earlier in the chat about I-69. Someone asking if I'll be casting at I-69. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing at I-69, but I am going to be there, and I'm going to be doing things on the stream. But back on mid, Mula is being hunted. Hunted, man. In fact, both mids are just getting hunted, but I don't know. Snake mid, man. Snake mids. Snake mids when both teams play aggro is just, it's just chaos. It's just chaos. Both mids go down. Health is just slowly dripping off of everybody. Domo's back in now after getting a little bit of resup. Ixie's somewhere on 1 HP, but Tomas on top with 6 HP. Best's his opposite number. Ixie is in doing work. Can someone get in and help Ixie? Hello? Any team? Dude, if I was Ixie, I'd be fuming right now. I guess people were getting packs and Sil was doing this behind play. Guess the 1v1 on his opposite number in Nubby. Okay, Nubby was behind actually. Okay. I don't know what the hell Nubby was doing there, to be honest, when there was this big fight going on mid. And now Tomas is hiding, but he's been spotted. Dude, what is going on? Mid is still not capped. Nubby was behind on 1 second. Tomas is now behind on another second. Zelentes is in spawn meeting his medic. This is chaos. This is chaos. My coaching when it's gaming. I think coaching is a strong term at the moment. I've been offering some support to them, but with me being like, I would like to coach a team properly, but with me being only just back around and LAN being like only a month away, and this grand finals being very soon after I've been around again, I don't think I'm like a coach of any team, if that makes sense. Because for me to coach, I would want to put Silver the Force, a very, very crucial force. Move now a big ad, but they are 2 down, so it'll be interesting to see if Blue do anything. But yeah, just to return to that point, I am doing some stuff with Witness, but yeah, like it's not like I'm forcing or enforcing like my style of play on them or really giving them that much. I'm just kind of helping them fine tune a few things and giving some feedback. There's not enough time for me to really have that much impact on anything, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's a bit of a niche. It's a bit of a niche thing. I guess you would call it coaching, but yeah, it's still the Witness game you know and love. I just give some help where I can to, you know, dust some of the cobwebs out of my brain and actually understand this game, so I can put on some good analysis or whatever at LAN. So it's like a mutually beneficial thing we have going on. But yeah, so 5 minutes remaining on the clock. This is an interesting situation. 5.5 minutes remaining on the clock. But 4 minutes remaining on the round timer. So if this round timer ticks down, we're once again in this hold. Okay, I'm getting my eyes on Domu because Domu has been laying them in top right, and it has been a tragedy to behold. The round that Witness lost is purely down to TF2 Easy being able to penetrate this right door, and they're definitely 100% going to try and do it again because I mean it worked before, so why not, right? I don't like this pause that Domo is playing in. I mean, you can tell I'm not coaching them because if I was coaching them like full time properly, and well, not coaching them, you can tell that I'm not having like that much creative control over how Witness play because if I'd seen this before, I would be like, dude, Domo, bro, hold this door tight like a motherfucker. But he's playing it like really far back. I'm not really a fan of it personally. I think he should hold it way tighter. Like right now he can't because he's currently pushed back, but yeah, I really like to see him hold it tighter than this. And once again they're in. It gets cleaned up. Mula's kind of comfy. But yeah, I would really like to see Domo, I don't know, hold it like from here or something. Just like literally permanently sticky. Like have some stickies here and just like permanently sticky here. Something like this. I don't know. I feel like you have to hold this door really tight. But yeah, returning to the point I was making before. If we go to a round reset here, we're going to be looking at like what? Like a minute and a bit on the clock. So we could be looking at like a mid-wipe and a win. There will be time to make a round if we go for a reset on this last hold. Stark, I haven't watched any high stakes matches with this rule set before. This is the first time I'm watching a high stakes match with this rule set. And so far it seems that's what people are going to do. But it might be partly down to the map though. Like Snake, I don't know, there's really limited counter options. When you're the team out of control, you have really limited options. Maybe on a different map we would see teams taking more risks and things like that. But yeah, like with the way this Snake last hold functions, and how awful it is to push off a Snake last, I don't really see any reason. I mean, there's a double spy, play going on right now, guys. But I'm not giving it any attention because Tomas is sniffing it out, and it's going absolutely nowhere. Unless they didn't expect the double spy. Okay, no, they completely 100% sussed this out. Okay, fair enough. I just don't really like this sticky configuration from Domo. Like, I think this hold should be completely unbreakable, but this sticky configuration, like with no sniper, like there's no deny on this area. Like the enemy team, the player, they should not be able to stand in this doorway. Pappy shouldn't have to offer that much support. Like he's here spamming at the moment because I guess he has a banner, so wants to farm some damage. Maybe that's partly why they're setting up as they are, but I really don't think these stickies offer any value. Like, you really do not want the enemy team to be able to get into this area, in my opinion. I think you never want them to cross, be able to get in. I just think, yeah, never, ever, ever. Okay, there's an Uber trade happening lower. There's a minute left on the round timer, so it's kind of having to happen. It's a garbage trade. Honestly, it's going on my front drive after this game, and we're not going to see Witness push. We're not going to see them push. Get Snake Quarter out of the map pool, guys. This is Snake Quarter from now on. Like, in any important game, if you can't break this last hold, which is very, very difficult to do, this is what's going to happen. Teams are just going to set up this hold, They're going to laugh at you as you fail to break it, as long as Domo's holding the door correctly. And yeah, we're going to see round reset after round reset. And we're going to be going into a round reset with 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock. Which could be make or break. It could be make or break. Uber has popped, but it's kind of neither here nor there. There's going to be a Desperado all-in at the end. Kunu trying to get a little bit of OT. It would actually be funny if they had managed to get some OT. Seeds was on 95%, so that could have actually been really, really tragic. But there is time. There is time for a round here. There is time for a round here. But yeah, no, there's obviously more options than what we're seeing at the moment, but I'm pretty sure these guys are saving stuff for LAN. At least I hope they are, because there's definitely more you can do than what these guys are doing at the moment. Alright. It's a make or break mid, so we're on the Silpov. Once we see the initial mid fight, we're on the Silpov. Silentes. Oh my god, Sil. No. No. And they're just piecing it insta? Yeah, they have no choice but to piece it insta. But Caesar's kind of overextended dramatically. What on earth was that? No, and Mulek dies late. Oh my days. What a tragedy of a mid from both teams. Fucking hell. What was that? Sil with the absolute bomb of nightmares. Seeds with a fat overextend into the enemy saw. And then Mula just getting late caught. This is a tragedy. This is going to Golden Cap, but what a fucking tragedy of a mid. Froyo watching this game. Their mouths dripping. Absolutely dripping. Those 6 mouse pads that are for the first place prize are ever closer into North American hands. So yeah, this is the first map. We're going to Golden Cap. I think Witness will be pretty disappointed with that, to be honest. Like, I know that I know, like I said, I have some, like, I'm obviously not going to give away stuff that I know about them, but I know that they think more of their snake than what I saw here. The round they gave away was like super cheap, like super cheap, like terrible last push that led to a coast to coast. Terrible last push that led to a coast to coast. Wait, is the Golden Cap time limit 15 now? We don't have unlimited Golden Cap. And yeah, then like a really bad mistake by Domo or by someone. I don't know exactly how they set up this hold on last, but like, yeah, really bad mistake in my opinion to allow the round or to allow the enemy to get in top right on last. I think that was pretty bad, not gonna lie. So Winners will be really disappointed with the round they gave away, but I mean TF2 forced the mistakes out of them, right? You've got to give credit where it's due. You've got to give credit where it's due. Bruh, how do I turn on studio mode? I'm trying to get the logs up, but I'm currently failing. Oh God, help me. Okay, let's try and get some logs up. Wait, now how do I disable studio mode? There we go. So, big dams. I mean, these logs, I don't know, man. These logs are, like, probably not that interesting. Wait, we live? Oh, shit, we live into the next game, boy. Into the Golden Cup, boys. We'll look at logs later. We're still fixing the tech. Oh, my days. Okay, we on mid. Once again, we're going to the Silentes cam. He's got to redeem himself after that last mid. He's biding his time, though. There is some kind of chunky in motion from TF2 Easy as they just storm over the point. It results in absolute chaos. 2 scouts alive, though. Tomas and Ixie can clean this up. Tomas, once again, just beasting Kunu. That's got to be like 2 or 3 1v1s that I've caught on cam now where Tomas just beasts the man. Like, don't get me wrong, Kunu's had Kunu's had his moments as well, but it feels like every time I catch the crucial 1v1, it's Tomas coming up trumps, and obviously Ixie at the end right there. Ixie with like 3 kills on that mid, and after a very very scrappy fight, it is Witness Gaming in control. And are we seeing the Tomas Spy? We are seeing the Tomas Spy. This is not something you see every day. This is grand finals only territory right now, because yeah, I don't think we would normally see this. And it's quite a fast play as well. I don't know if they're selling it enough. Maybe they're selling it. They're kind of selling it. It's kind of been sold. Seeds has no idea, and Tomas just gets to drop like it's nothing. They were absolutely oblivious, mate. Absolutely oblivious. Solentes goes down, but Nubby goes down as well. Can To get this kill? No. If Toba got that kill, I would actually have cacked myself. But this is freedom. This is freedom to last. They still have no heals. Okay, they have a spy, but Tomas can just hit, like, he can hit those pistols. He can hit those pistols. Just go for it. Just go for it. You got nothing to worry about. You got to get some kills, though. You don't just want to play the point. Have your spy play the point. Everyone else get kills. Tomas dies. Ixie dies. This is a car crash push. This is an absolute car crash push. This push could work on the premise that the spy plays the point and gets to death. Domo going for some absolute heroics, and when the dust settles, this was a calamity. This was an absolute calamity. They could have put, like, Witness could have pushed earlier, or they could have pushed cleaner. Like, they could have just gone insta while To was creating havoc as a spy on last still. They could have just gone with the distraction and played for kills. Or if they were going to slow it down and push before, like, other things had happened, they could have just had To decloak on the point and dead the sticks, right? And just got rid of the spy that way, and yeah. But instead, that wasn't to be. Tomas's hard work is for now, and we're back into TF2 easy map control territory, unless something unless something crazy suddenly happens. Ixie with the forward spawn snipe. There's just too many blokes. There's like five dudes standing. He's looking for the medic. The medic Seeds was actually well out of sight, hiding like out of the sight line, but what was that? Josh is just gone. He's just gone, mate. And actually, 3 guys go down for TF2 easy. And they're just going to comfortably walk back into mid. Like, Nubby died as well. Like, Domo got some lock and load kill. God, I hate this game. I'm just kidding. I love this game. But I hate this game at times. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, Witness Gaming back in control of the round. Uber has been popped. Uber has been traded. Slightly longer Uber for Seeds here. But I feel like there's frags to be had. Damage and frags to be had. So, eyes on the soldiers. Pappy and Solentes need to make things happen. Silver, huge bomb, a double frag on land. Seeds and Gazi both go down to his bomb. And this is probably game, ladies and gentlemen. Just Nubby alive, enough players survive. 12 seconds is the earliest respawner, and that is map 1 to Witness Gaming, my friends. I'm calling it. Not even they could fuck this up at this point. I say not even they, as if they're a bad team. I've seen them make a few mistakes this map, but yeah, no mistakes here. Nothing to be done. Beautiful trade. Tomas with a nice Uber, Solentes and Pappy with a nice recommit, especially Solentes getting the double frag on the landing, and yeah, that is map 1. That is map 1, ladies and gentlemen. And it was quite a nice map 1. Like, okay, we saw this kind of awkward stuff on last, where it's just round reset after round reset, right? But something a little bit messed up with my logs. With my logs viewing. Hang on a sec, let's try again. Nope. Okay, I'm definitely gonna somehow get the logs up in a second. Just you wait, just you wait. Cool. This will do for now. This will do for now while we work through the motions. Is this the combined? Damn, someone done the combined already? Jack's on-page log combiner? Damn, whoever Jax is a legend, because we have this instantly out for us. I mean, these logs are not that interesting. Witness Gaming apparently won 5 mids. So I guess that's kind of interesting. Yeah, because I guess we're seeing a lot more mids than we are rounds now. And yeah, Witness apparently winning a lot more mids. I mean, I would say that it felt like Witness had the control of this game for the vast majority of it. Okay, they were pinned in on last a few times and played for some round resets. Okay, vast majority is probably overselling it. But yeah, it felt like, at least in regulation, the round that Witness dropped was very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. And yeah, I mean, there was a lot of close elements to this game. But that Papi Salenta Soldier duo was just too much on mids. I think it was just too much on mids. It gave them too much control of the game overall. And obviously the Thomas spy play. Okay, it didn't win them the round, but his trade followed by the Salenta's recommit onto grass. That was all you need. That was all you need. I'm gonna get off this logs page now because I've messed up my game to the point where I can't do anything else while it's open. But yeah. Hold on a sec. Just gonna try and fix a thing or two. Dude, why is it doing this? Browser capture properties. Bruh. Why won't it just go to the logs one? Hang on a sec. I'm just fixing one of the many tech issues I'm having in this stream, my friends. Dude, how do I just? Whatever, man. We'll fix it later. We'll fix this later. We'll fix this later. I don't know how this has happened. I don't know how this has happened. It doesn't matter. Whatever's, man. So, we're heading into map number 2, Sunshine. In fact, I'm going to look at the logs, but I'm not going to show the logs on stream because I don't have the technology to do that. There's a few things on the logs I wanted to check. Seeds with 10 deaths. A lot of players, but with below that. Mulu with only 9 deaths. Gazi with only 9 deaths. Ixie with only 9 deaths. Papi with only 8 deaths. Papi on Pocket Soldier with 8 deaths. That is a very strange stat line. That is a very strange stat line for the Pocket Soldier of a very aggro team to have the lowest deaths on the server. I honestly don't know when I last saw that. Yogabi, what's up, bro? Who wants a 69? Oh, I 69? Nice, bro, nice. But yeah, I honestly don't know the last time I saw a Pocket Soldier with bottom deaths. That is a weird and wonderful stat. I guess he had a good time watching these last stalemates just kind of expire. Or whatever. He didn't really have any like counter sacking to do because their strat was just vibe and wait for round reset. Yeah, their strat was just vibe and wait for round reset. So yeah, Papi's log's looking nice and healthy. His log's looking nice and healthy, man. 16 for 8. Top damage. Top damage by some distance as well. What the hell, man? Papi is farming the damage. I guess he was taking banners. Was he taking banners? I need my casting essentials back. I can't track this game without it. But yeah, Papi was getting a lot of spam in these last holds, I guess. But I think he had it all around just like a very solid game. But yeah, Papi and Salentes both kind of at the top for their team. Yeah, this soldier duo, man. This soldier duo. I'm telling you, it's going places. It's going places. But okay, while we have some downtime, because that is just map 1 of a best of 5. That is just map 1 of a best of 5. Who the hell picked these maps? Like, first time I'm able to stream a game of TF2 in like 3 or 4 months. And it's Snakewater and Sunshine to kick things off. Like, nah, lad, this is just not it. This is just not it. But But yeah, we saw some very interesting like macro stuff there, like with the way Witness were playing. Because I mean, okay, we saw both teams like very, very happy just to sit on last and wait for the round reset, but we saw like on second, when Witness were holding on second, we saw them have absolutely no desire to do anything. Like, you can sack on them and they just chilled. Maybe if TF2 Easy had done slightly more than like a single sack, like, okay, the time they double sacked and then accidentally fed someone to a lock and load, we would see them do more, but I kind of get the vibe we're probably going to see similar things on this map. I get the feeling we're going to see similar things on this map. Gonna follow Nasboy to the first mid. I'm on the right scene, right? Yeah, I'm on the right scene. Let's go. So yeah, we're heading into map number 2. Current score is 1-0 to Witness Gaming in maps. And yeah, off we go. I've forgotten how to use a mouse. Witness Gaming trying to go aggressive, but they forgot what map they're playing. They forgot that they're playing CP Sunshine. Even though I try to advise these guys, they won't listen to me. They won't listen to me. The aggro mid suck on this map. And they're trying to go aggro, and it does not pay off on this occasion. They do still have some players alive. Maybe Pappy and Thomas can create some magic, but realistically, Pappy and Thomas are just going to be late deaths. I'm not even sure about this refight. Wait, Seeds did actually go down, actually. I might be talking out of my ass here, I'm not going to lie. I did not realize that Seeds was not with his boys. Mula actually getting to the fight before Seeds. So this is actually a winnable fight now. But I feel like this is a little bit of a throw from TF2 Easy. I'm standing by that this was a kind of poor outcome for the mid for Witness. TF2 Easy actually outplayed them in the actual mid fight, but in the post fight where Thomas and Pappy were just syncing up together, TF2 Easy let them get away with murder. Like, yeah, there's no way that Thomas and Pappy should have been able to sustain enough presence on mid for them to buy time for Mula to get there and get heals onto people. Wait, would you rather product, chaotic? Is that a question to me? Because if so, I like product. I'm a big fan of product. I think it's a nice map. It's a nice map. I didn't used to like Koth that much, but I came to appreciate product. I'm still not crazy about these other Koth maps that fly around other scenes, but yeah, I would much rather see product than these maps. These maps are kind of. But anyway, after my friendly banter about Sunshine mid is over, we are now facing a situation, a mid to second stalemate with a 5-minute round timer. My HUD is broken. There is 3.5 minutes on the clock. 3.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes on the clock for them to make some plays. Silent is currently down. And no counter sack, no nothing. Nubby, Josh, just chilling, taking their time, thinking about what's coming next. Josh getting some free info, kind of making himself a bit of a target. I feel like Domu's going to very happily take a buff and just spam him off this fence. Like, okay, this is going to look great on Josh's logs, but when push comes to shove, he's just going to get shoved literally off that wall and be in no man's land and not actually holding anything. So wouldn't be at all surprised to see Witness exploit that. Thomas with a little zoom. The zoom tech is really coming through these days. Oh shit, Silent, Pappy was in. I was looking at chat. Meanwhile, Pappy was making a sack. Oh, wait, Domo dies as well? What is Domo doing? I don't know how that happened. And this is gonna be a sketchy scenario. It looks like Thomas wants to hold this quite aggro. They're playing quite far forward, but Nubby and Josh surely gonna find some space here. Like, there's so much work to do. So much work to do. I don't think realistically, yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing really for Witness here. Ixie gets caught. That's not good, but they will be able to, with their spawn, set up a hold on second, but it's completely in the control of TF2 Easy now. Dude, it actually tilts me when, like, spy mains get the credit for this zoom bind, because this is bite tech. This is TCM bite sticky trap watching technology from 2007. Like, before the ambassador even existed, Byte had this bind. And it upsets me that random spies get the credit for it. This is Byte's bind. I stand by that to my dying day. And I want Byte. Whenever you see this bind being used, I want Byte to get the credit. Like, don't get me wrong. Of course, spies like did it for their own reasons in their own way, but yeah, Byte was the architect of this 70 FOV bind in sixes. What's the bind? The bind is just like it swaps your FOV to 70, and probably gives you a different crosshair as well if you have like a big crosshair. It gives you like a tiny crosshair and 70 FOV. So basically, it gives you like a little bit of zoom, Like Byte used to use it for watching like sticky traps really far away, and you can use it on other classes for different things. Like Sil wants to use it here for like a precise spam angle. And on Scout, you might use it for like clearing sticky traps from far away or something like that. You know, all kinds of shenanigans. It's viable everywhere. Sometimes you'll just see Domo swap to it for no reason other than he's a Chad and wants to 70 FOV diff people. But yeah, we're on a sunshine stalemate. I don't know what to tell you guys. These maps suck. Bring back Battlelands. But we do have a soldier sacking in. Nubby's in, and he actually just gets clean on. Like if he hadn't have accidentally not landed on kitchen, I don't know what I'm saying. If he hadn't have failed to land on the actual platform there, I think Mula probably could have got force, because the first rocket was good. So guys, it's been a long time. Oh, another sack in. Nubby goes down. Mula on 50 HP. Bro, at this point, if you're Mula, like, why don't you just go somewhere else? Like, just don't even be there. They're just going to single sack until there's 1 minute, then they're going to trade. Like, until there's like 1.5 minutes left on the clock, just go somewhere else. Just don't even be there when he sacks. You know what I mean? Like, this game plan is like, I don't know. This game plan is like, it's just like, I don't know. I would just leave. Okay, Pappy dies, so maybe they're going to do something slightly different now. Let's get on the cams. Naspo going to put out some spam. Josh taking some space in front of Cafe. Okay, Josh with the bomb. Just a fake, though. Nubby is the real commit, and he's actually going to get onto Mula, but gets cleaned up. But Josh is actually committing as well, and Josh, 8 HP. 8 HP on Mula, the milk. My fingers were too slow to switch, but yeah, Josh was just raining rockets down on Mula, and Mula manages to hold it together. And with 1 minute 30... 2 soldiers down. It looks like Witness are very tempted to push here, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if this is what you want. They're gonna trade the Ubers, but the Josh and the Nubby respawns are in. So it's gonna be up to Sil again. Sil is weak. It's gonna be up to Pappy. Pappy is not in. This is a car crash. For Witness Gaming. They do not have the soldier support for this fight. The back cap is on. Okay, Domo gets a kill. But there is a back cap happening right now. They need to go back and deal with it. If they get this frag cleanly, there's 3 down. They can go to mid. But where is Gazzy? Does Gazzy have something up his sleeve? No. He has an exit up his sleeve. So yeah, bold by Witness. By the standards of this game. Under any other standards, it's not bold. Pushing mid when there's 2 players down for the enemy team, not bold. But by the standards of this game that we've seen so far, where teams are just going to chill and wait for the round reset, it's a bold play. It's a bold play, and it pays off. And they're actually kind of dry pushing this. Okay, Sil is instantly in. Pressure on the medic, goes down. Just some spam from Domo to follow it up, and they're out. Okay, so just a little cheeky sack. I thought they were actually going to try and commit off that Sil bomb. Wouldn't have hated it, not going to lie, but maybe Sil was a little bit ahead of his team there. I think if Sil could have lived for like a little bit longer, or if he could have just delayed his bomb, they would have tried to do something dry there. But yeah, I'm interested in this Josh position on fence. Like I said, I don't know much about TF2 Easy, but I'm learning as I go, and I don't know. I personally don't see that much value in standing on that fence. I feel like at some point he's just going to take like a 100 damage sticky, get blasted away, and it's just going to leave doors open. Personally, yeah, I'm not a fan of that pause. But I guess it's over to the soldier camera, and we're going to see some sacks because we play Sunshine, my friends. Water map, water map. Syl is in, Syl is out. Bibbidi, bibbidi, boop. Any counter sackers? Josh gets an arrow. Nubby gets a resub. Josh gets a resub. Is Josh going to go for a banner? Yep, Josh taking a banner. Don't blame you, mate. Don't blame you, mate. You might as well do something. Domo clearing stickies. Silentes feels like a sack. Alright, mate, like if this is gonna be the play, like if this is gonna be the strat, can we maybe see some like better sacks? Like, I don't know. If all we're gonna see is sacks, I want these soldiers to just start, like, rather than practicing rollouts and stuff, I want them just to on servers with like 10,000 HP, just practicing these bombs. Oh, but it's all a con. So it's like, yo, check out these garbage sacks, because now I'm gonna go spy. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't see Witness doing a good job of selling this right now. Like, such a pattern has been set with these sacks that surely they must expect a spy. Like, when they don't see a sack come in precisely 30 seconds after Silentes has recently done a sack, they have to suspect. They have to suspect the spy. Yeah, Nubby's shooting everywhere. They know this is a spy. They know. They smell it. They smell it, bro. They smell it. They know what this is all about. Pappy, bro, you gotta sell this. You've gotta sell this. I'm sorry, you just got to. You've gotta take some risk. Like, Thomas made the spy play work earlier because he did it so quickly. Like, he insta-spawned spy. Like, before any sacks had taken place, he insta-spawned spy. He just instantly went behind them. Okay, still just trading himself out. I think that's pretty decent. Like, yeah, they 100% knew he was spy, so he just gets one kill. Like, I wouldn't hate to see a play now. I genuinely wouldn't hate it. Yep, they're going to pop in. It's not the greatest of Ubers, but as long as they can get the force, if Pappy can get some value from going behind. So right now they have Syl behind on spy, getting another kill. Pappy is behind on soldier, and actually this could turn into a massive collapse. I'm not going to lie. This is actually going to be a brutal collapse. Domo catching seeds. Pappy and Syl behind the soldier spy combo. Oh my days. Oh my days. This map comes to life. Silentes. Was that a 3K? Wait, why is this round not over? Okay, this round is over now? Okay, it's over now. Syl with another one just for good measure. Okay. Alright, that was worth the wait. That was worth the wait, man. This is TF2. This is TF2, right? Okay, we have these stalemates, and then before you know it, like, Syl just pulls out some magic out of a hat. But yeah, off to another mid. To go free camp for this one. I want to see what's actually going on. So Witness taking this left Tetris, getting instantly double bombed. Mula just gets gobbled up, absolutely gobbled up into choke. And we have pure chaos on the mid fight. I'm not even going to try and tell you what's happening. It's just a pure DM fest. Both medics go down to the bombs. And Ixie, gets the kill on Gazzy. Like, is he going to live? No way. There's no way he lives there. He wants more? Go on. Oh, mate. Like, he actually could have done that. Like, he could have peppered Josh from distance. Like, Josh was 49 HP. If he peppers Josh from distance, he just then has, like, an equal HP fight with the other scout. But, yeah, the smart play was definitely not to go in. But Witness just kind of bullying their way into mid. I guess just with that pick, I was too busy talking about what should have happened and not actually focusing on what was happening. Syl was waiting for the perfect moment, but he overweighted. He overcooked it. They managed to camp mid to Witness Gaming, but that's just about it. And now it's back into control for TF2 Easy. 2 players down a piece. Domo spamming a little bit, but realistically... Wait, there's crits? There's just crits. And I just can't find a camera. There was just crits. Mula goes down, and... Holy moly, I did not... Wait, it was not crits. What's going on? Oh wait, no, it was crits, but he picked up the medigun. No, wait, it is crits. I'm high, sorry, I'm high. It's been too long, it's been too long. For some reason, the what do you call it? The Christmas lights. The Christmas lights trolled me. I was like, wait, what else does crits in this game other than a medigun? But for some reason, the Christmas lights completely trolled me. And I thought it was not a crits. I thought it was not a crits medigun. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, but we're going to see other crits now. Is it on Nas Boy? Are we getting a Nas crits? We're getting the Nas crits. He gets Pappy. Nobody gets cleaned up. Josh gets cleaned up. Domo goes down. It's a big cluster F at the moment, not going to lie. A 3-for-3 trade. And it's just kind of full ad for Mula now. This crits play is... Yikes, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, the original surprise crits was like... You know, very good, very good. They caught Mula, pants down, got the kill, and that was great. I really felt like they probably should have played the dry scenario that came after that rather than waiting for another crits. I feel like, yeah, it's, yeah, not ideal, not ideal. And now we have Uber V crits, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Yo, Ridlex, thanks for the raid, my man. Thanks for the raid. Oh wait, crits has been popped? Okay, Uber's been popped. So it's technically a crits ad for Seeds, but Tomas on the chase down in basement gets Nasboy. I feel like we're just going to see a dry push. Like, crits ain't going to be coming into this. It's just going to be a straight push. Domo seeing ghosts. Mate, just get in top right. What are you doing, son? I don't know about this little delay they did. I feel like they should have been in like 5 seconds ago, and I think they've missed their window, not going to lie. Like, they can still make this work. Okay, Domo gets that kill. That kill could be crucial. But Mula goes down. But they kind of just got to make this happen right here and now. And okay, they're going to make it work. But this delay, I don't know what Domo was shooting at in lower lobby. But that delay allowed time for one spawner. And that almost cost them. But yeah, Witness Gaming up 2-0. They're not really having the greatest mids at the moment. Like, okay, I haven't been around for some months. But last season, I was told 1,000 times in my stream chat that Witness were the kings of Sunshine mid. They had all the aggro. They had all the aggro mids. They were gonna blow my mind with their aggression, but right now they're getting kind of, yeah, they're not getting the better end of things. But this time, okay, the frag exchange goes their way. Mula is managing to stay alive, and okay, it's happening. It's happening. Both these teams are just kind of clashing heads on mid. Like both soldiers are just bombing insta. Meds are dropping like flies. And I think this is the first mid Mula lives more than like 3 seconds. And apparently that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Mula just has to survive. So if they can keep going like this, if Witness can keep their med alive on these mids, I guess that's the key. Like, at least in this matchup, TF2 versus Witness, if Mula can stay alive, like, they're getting good value from their aggression, to be fair. Like, for all my joking, like, Witness are getting good value from their aggression, but Mula is dying, and they're not able to get the clean up when both meds are down. But with Mula surviving, it's a much cleaner scenario for Witness. And realistically, we're going to see them try and just take second here for free. Pappy goes down early. That's not what you want to see from Witness Gaming. And is that going to straight up cancel the push? I think it is. They're just going to play it safe. 2-round lead, 10 minutes on the clock. And yeah, Seeds has his charge. And we're going to go back into our favourite little mini game within TF2. Our favourite mini game within TF2. The Silentes sack into spy, triple backstab, go behind, flank play. But yeah, we'll see. What bomb does Silentes feel like doing today? Wait, there's a spy directly in front of him. Does he know? Okay, Nubby has been absolutely fished out. Do they? Okay, maybe they don't go for a sack now. Or maybe they go for a double sack or something. But surely with a pick they do something more, right? Yeah, and Thomas just wants his fight. He just wants his trade. He needs someone with him though, like... Okay, Pappy's there eventually, but Pappy... Yeah, Pappy's really not getting the job done in this Uber. And this is just dog shit and needs to get out, yeah. Just reset, just hold the chokes. Yeah, this entry was like really not good. It took like too long to get the force in the end. Pappy was not a good HP to actually do something with the end of the Uber. And TF2 Easy looking like they actually want to push off this one-man pick. And no one's watching Valley. Absolutely no info Valley whatsoever. But Domo did so much damage there that it almost salvaged things. But yeah, the lack of info in Valley. I gotta say, like, I don't know whose job it's supposed to be to watch Valley in that situation. Like, Pappy was the only person down. They should 100% have known they were coming Valley, but they just got completely caught. They just got completely caught. Completely bamboozled by the Flowers Valley push. No one getting that info. Absolute calamity. Like, I assume it would be Ixie, right? Like, I would just assume that would be Ixie's pause to get the info. But yeah, I would have to watch it again. I would have to watch it again to see who was doing what. I guess it comes down to what Winner's protocol is in that situation, but...
Oh, Jason,
Yo.
I cannot breathe with this A.
Stu the Do, the 5 gifteds. Thank you so much, my friend. We are in the midst of a TF2 Easy last push though here. Trying to make this game a 2-1. The rebombs from Sil and Pappy trying to block the point. And actually, this is a car crash push from TF2 Easy. Seeds managing to make it out. Actually, no, there's no way he lives, right? He surely gets chased down.
Oh, Jason, I cannot breathe with this A.
Like, why didn't Seeds killbind that? Thank you so much, Stu the Dude, bro. I really appreciate the 5 gifteds, man. But yeah, why didn't Seeds killbind there? Like, Seeds is supposed to... Well,
Jason,
I say supposed to be. Seeds is this very, very disciplined, like, always playing the best odds, like, style of medic in terms of his survivability. He should know 100% for a fact that he has no chance of survival there. All he's done is delay his spawn massively. Massive, massive, massive delay of his spawn there. Very, very strange decision. Very, very strange decision. But yeah, what happened? I was looking at chat while I was getting these gifteds. How is Ubers even? Did Muller pop? What have I missed? Who knows? Who knows? Muller did a bit of trolling? Did Muller just like blunder an Uber? I feel like I took my eyes off of the game at a key moment. But anyway, we won't harp on it too much because we're back in the most exciting part of Sunshine, my friends. There's 7 minutes on the clock, 2-0 lead. Oh wait, we have some activity in Valley? Okay, they've learned the lesson. They didn't watch Valley that one time, so now they're double watching it. Pappy's watching it and Ixia watching it. They're not getting caught Valley again. Solentos goes down with a sack. Seeds actually goes quite low off that sack. But this time, they have the Valley info, right? Surely they have the Valley info now. Yes, they got the Valley in. I think they got the Valley info. But Kuni were able to get in quite deep. And Pappy actually goes down. Damn, this is actually a really nice trade for TF2 Easy. The collapse is going to be absolutely huge. Muller just needs to survive. Muller has overstayed his welcome so hard. The instant Pappy went down there, they had to just get out. Like, either all in, like, one or the other. All in or all out. The absolute desperation back cap. I don't think there's anyone... Wait. Still trying to block on heavy. Oh, this is so sad. This is so sad. Like, as soon as Pappy went down, man, they had to just leave. Like, I didn't quite see how Pappy died, but yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, at least I don't know what Muller was thinking. His only option there was to insta-leave, and this is just a roll for TF2 Easy. They're going to make this 2-1 with 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Or 6 minutes remaining on the clock, pardon me. But yeah. So obviously they were going for the Sil sack into the Sil heavy, hoping that they would keep control of mid in that time. But yeah. the pushes at the moment to mid from TF2 Easy are pretty damn strong. That's twice they've caught, not, well, first time they caught them, second time they just outplayed them. And once again, we're seeing these big bombs. So on seeds like a hawk. Oh my god, this is an absolutely massive mid for Witness. This is the mid that they have dreamed of. In all their theory crafting, in all of their talk of their aggro mids, this is the mid they dreamed of. A 6-for-0 wipe. Pappy on his way to last. Going to get some early spam on these doors. And this looks like it might be just a brutal round. This is going to be a brutal round. They are just spawn camping them. This is an etf2l grand final and they are just spawn camping them like it's a pub server. The pyro comes out, the famed Gazzy pyro, but this Uber is free. Just get some frags with this Uber and it is all over. This is a round. This is just a round. God damn, what a round. What a round. What a mid. What a mid. Like, Seeds went for this weird kind of under the point route. Like, I guess they were trying to do like a classic like submarine play on mid, and so just tracked them down like a hawk, and the cleanup was just all over the place. Like an absolute statement mid. An absolute statement mid. I'm going to get on the Nubby and Josh POVs to see if they can give some kind of answer in return. Josh with the insta-bomb. Straight onto Tomo. Nubby straight onto the medic. Gets the medic. But I don't know if it's going to be enough, actually. They've given 2 soldiers for that. And if Sil and Pappy can find some value, I feel like there's still life in this mid for Witness. Seeds is all the way back, so they're going to at least preserve their mid. They're going to be able to retake the mid. But it is a case of TF2Es are going to have to retake the mid. Like, they do not have numbers for this fight at the moment. Even with beam still, they actually can't take this fight yet. They actually have to full-on wait for their spawners. They can't even recontest with a beam. And Sil is just going for it. Sil doesn't give a crap. What? Dude, what the hell just happened? How is Silentes getting that kill? Jesus Christ. That was savage. That was savage. They just, yeah, I don't even know what to say. This is Sil's just getting more frags. Sil's just getting more frags. I'm telling you, man. Silentes factor. Pappy's getting frags. Look, this game is. I wish I had Art Director right now because this game. This is done. This is Dunzo Magronzo. Like if we had a GG button in TF2, the GG button would be pressed like 3,000 times right now. This is as done as it. This is as done as it gets. This is as done as it gets. So, that's Sunshine, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to pretend that the last 2 minutes of this game matters. I'm just going to let you guys, you know, you can watch these guys do whatever the hell they want on the server now. But, yeah, we know this is over. The world knows this is over. We had a GG plugin once upon a time, but someone did something stupid, and then the higher up decision makers did something even more stupid by removing the plugin rather than just punishing the one team that did something stupid with it. So instead, we now have to watch 2 minutes of random trash. But it is what it is. It is what it is. 2-0 the score. In case you're just tuning in, this is the grand finals of etf2l season 3841. And yeah, Witness Gaming are 2-0 up. So far my prediction of the complete reversal of last season is coming true. I predicted that we would see 3-0 for Witness Gaming, a complete mirror of last season's 3-0 for TF2 Easy, and I predicted that, yeah, Silentes would be 6-0 in the last 2 grand finals, or in this grand final and the previous grand final. And all we need now is one more map, and that map is Gully Wash. Map number 3 of this series, if I'm not mistaken, is Gully Wash. And again, if my info is not wrong, that is the map that we saw Witness Gaming win 5-1? Or was it 6-1? No, we don't have 6-1s anymore, right? It's win limit 5 now. We saw Witness Gaming win 5-1 against TF2 Easy in regular season. If Witness... I kind of feel like if TF2 Easy didn't feel compelled to ban Viaduct against Witness, Gully would have been the map they banned. So either they've made some so either TF2 Easy have made some significant improvements on their gully wash, or their viaduct must be ugly. Yeah, let's see if we can do some wizardry with the technology over here and pull up some logs. Dude, why is it doing this? It's so dumb, bro. It's so dumb, like, it just brings up the wrong browser window. It's so sad. But hang on a sec, my friends. We will get it done. We will get it done. We have the power. We have the technology. We have the power, we have the technology. Okay. Silentes. CP Sunshine. Doma with a nice DPM game. Thomas with a nice fragging game. But let's check out these death stats. Mula once again. Less deaths than Seeds. Which is it's a nice accolade. It's a nice accolade because, you know, I'm obviously not going to give away. I'm not going to give away what I've learned from my time, like, behind the scenes with Witness. But one thing that definitely was like a question about Witness coming into this game was, how would Mula do in these situations? Because he'd had a few games where he was having strange deaths and things like this, but Mula having bomb deaths on the server will be a very, very encouraging sign heading into I-69 for Witness Gaming. Mula's having himself some nice games. Pretty much, I'm guessing pretty much all of his deaths even were on mid, like, other than maybe like 1 or 2. I think like 4 or 5 of these deaths are on mid, where there's just like no chance to survive the way these two guys are playing mid, the way these two teams are playing mids. Ixie 20 for 8. Kunu doing his absolute goddamn best, but yeah. Just kind of outclassed on the map. A categorical outclassing. Like, the mids were like... It was weird, like, the mids were not going that well for Witness until suddenly they were going incredibly well. Like, this was like a really close game until Witness just had that statement mid. Okay, they had the Soul Spy play that resulted in them going up 2-1. And then they had this 3-1 statement round. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Can you see my cursor? Yeah, you can see my cursor. They had this 3-1 statement round. So this here... Oh wait, no, the 2-1 was a different round. Okay, so whatever. They went up 2-0 off of this spy shenanigans. Then they lost a round. Okay, whatever, big whoop. And then they just had this statement round. And there, it was just over. This 1 minute 12 statement round, ba-ba-boom. Like, it was all done from there, man. And that's all the logs you're getting from me from this particular game. Because, yeah. Wait, my game's crashed? My game's crashed. Holy shit. Thank God I ignored logs. But yeah, I don't know fully... I don't know. I haven't seen the week 1 game between these two guys. I didn't see it in detail. Like, I saw the score, I saw a couple of, like, highlights. Maybe I watched, like, 5-10 minutes of it, something like this. I wasn't, like, really having... Yeah, I wasn't really around when that happened, so I'm not 100% sure on some of the specifics, but TF2 Easy need to have made some significant strides on their gully wash if we're not just going to see a 3-0 in this grand final. They need to have made some significant strides. Because that game was a 5-1. Their game just was literally a 5-1. But yeah. So if TF2 Easy are able to kind of, I'm gonna say, pull the upset on this map and take us to our next, to take us to a fourth. That fourth will be Process, I think, and then Granary the fifth if we need it. But I don't know, man. The way this is going, the way this has gone, the way this has gone, I can't see us getting there. I can't see us getting there. But not to a fifth map anyway. This, you know, Gully, who knows? It's been like, I don't know what. It's been like 2 months or something since that week 1 game. It's been like 2 months. So, you know, basically, I hope at least we're seeing completely different teams play than what we saw, than what we've seen in week 1. Both of these teams should have changed their play and improved dramatically since then. So, I don't really, I'm not going to put too much stock in that week 1 game. But in terms of confidence, Witness are going to be super fucking confident, right? Like, they're 2-0 up in the series. They know they bang these guys out in regular season on this map. Yeah, it's, yeah, TF2 Easy need to bring it now. They need to bring it. I'm not going to lie. I haven't really been tracking individuals that much, but I don't know. In the chat, tell me, like, has anyone really been delivering for TF2 Easy so far? Like, in a really big way? I know we've seen, like, some plays in isolation. I feel like Kunu is doing his, like, his honest best. Like, top fragging the last map, even though his team's getting dicked on. But, I mean, it's Pocket Scout, so it's like, okay, you get kills. Doesn't really matter. Always find it a bit hard to take those stats that seriously, but outside of that, like, Kunu just doing his job well. I don't think any of the impact, like the impact players, I guess is what I'm talking about. You know, your Nubbies, your Joshes, like Nasboy. Like, we haven't seen any, like, Nasboy sticky trap kills or anything like that. I mean, okay, we've seen a few sticky trap kills. We haven't seen, you know, like a high impact, you know, like a med sticky trap kill or like a push cancelling sticky trap kill. You know, something to just turn the tides of fights. So we need to see these players from TF2 Easy step up at the moment, in my opinion. Otherwise, yeah, Witness are just going to run away with this. Like, Gully's a weird map. Well, not a weird map, but I feel like if you're a bit nervous on Gully, you can get like 10 times worse at the map than you normally are. Like, if it's the first map of a series and you're playing against your rival, it can feel weird. Like, you know, it can be really cagey and you don't want to take risks and blah, 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 blah. But I think Witness are going to come into this so confident that we're going to need to see instant impact, like, on this first mid, like, from Nasboy in terms of spam, from Nubby and Josh in terms of, like, impact on the first mid. We're going to need to see some big impacts. We need to see some big impacts, not going to lie. But yeah, I'm thinking about what to say, because obviously, you know, I have some behind the scenes intel about Witness. I don't want to be giving it away, and I haven't seen TF2 Easy play, so I can't do my normal thing of telling you what I really expect to happen. But yeah, I'm just going to base it all on the, you know, those classic esports tropes like confidence and playing our own game, and you know, TF2 Easy need to play their own game right now and be confident and hit their shots, you know, or something. Who wants it more? Exactly. How much do they want it? Are they prepared to bleed for this grand final? Throw your tropes in the chat, my friends. I need help over here. I need help over here. Wait, is Josh having internet problems? That's kind of sad if so. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, the map score is 2-0 to Witness Gaming. Very, very dominant second map. First map was close scoreline wise, but it kind of always felt like Witness's map to lose. Like, TF2 Easy were leading for a bit, but realistically it was a Witness mistakes rather than TF2 Easy successes that gave them that lead. Well, not gave them the lead, but yeah, Witness Witness really easily could have taken a lead on Snake themselves. And yeah, once they went up, they never, like, yeah, once they went to Golden Cap, yeah, I don't know what I'm trying, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. Sunshine was dominant, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Josh has been lagging all season? That's kind of sad. But I guess that's why we have a LAN in like a month or however long it is. I'm actually going to see Josh at a LAN. Like, I know Josh has been to some LANs before, right? But I don't think he's been to like, I don't think he's ever been to like a LAN where it's like the best teams. Like, he's been to some dream hacks with some like random shit teams and stuff. Maybe he's been to some other LANs that I'm forgetting. But I don't think we've ever had Josh at like a LAN where the best teams in Europe and like a good? What the fuck am I talking about? And the best team like in NA or like a Froyo team from NA playing. I don't think we've ever seen Josh in this environment, so it'll be really, really nice to see that in 1 month's time. Yeah, I remember, I don't remember which DreamHack it was, but I remember playing against Josh at a DreamHack and meeting Josh at that LAN. Maybe he's been to some other LANs as well, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the LAN Josh. If he's been having tech issues all season, that's kind of sad. Yeah, I'm just glad he's going to LAN in general, to be honest, because I remember hearing that he just wasn't like a fan. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't know Josh. I've never like been inside his circle or anything like that, or inside his confidence. But I just remember hearing like on the grapevine that he didn't really like the bigger, like the big LANs. Like, yeah, that was what I heard like way back. I'm talking years ago, just for the record. So it's cool to see that he's going to actually go to I-Series in a month. It's nice. It's nice. Yo, what's up, Sondi? Everyone TF2 tracks is still dumb as fuck. Reality. It's reality. Wait, is my bind still working? My binds are still working even though my game crashed. Yo, that's kind of nice, not gonna lie. Cool. Kaido at LAN? I mean, I'll be at LAN. I won't be playing this year, but I'll be at LAN. You'll see me there. You'll see me there. I live like an hour down the road from I-69. So I'll be there doing some kind of production-y things, but LAN can wait. We have an online grand final to play for all the marbles, at least for Witness Gaming, for their season survival for TF2 Easy. Away to mid we go. Domo opting for the safe rollout. He is a connoisseur of the floor debt, ordinarily. And let's check out these bombs by Pappy and Salentes. So still bombing their side, Pappy just kind of bombing his own side. Not really the aggressive style I expected. Nubby managing to find his way up the elbow to surf, but no rockets loaded to actually do any impact. Josh went down early, but Nubby's still behind. Did they know? Did no one see? No way! Nubby just... No one even noticed that he was there. Oh, they're going to be fuming. Witness are going to be fuming. And you know what? You know what? Wait, we'll wait for this to be over. We'll wait for the situation to be over. We'll wait for this cleanup. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some inside scoop, yeah? I'm gonna give you guys some inside scoop. Witness was struggling in their scrims with some soldiers coming up drop down. I guarantee, like, the fact they didn't see Nubby there, they're gonna be like fuming and they're gonna think that no one spotted drop. And what the hell is Domo doing? Or what the hell is how does Naspo just get that trap kill? But yeah, they're gonna be fuming and they're gonna think Nubby just came up drop down. When really, he just fucking skipped up their elbow and was behind them for about 20 seconds. So this is exactly what TF2 Easy needed, realistically, to come out of the gate. I said that we needed a big impact from their play. Like, we needed impact from their impact players. We needed Nubby to show his stuff. We needed trap kills from Nasboy and other stuff from Nasboy as well, to be fair. But like, trap kills was something that I highlighted, and we got both of those straight out of the gate. Huge impact from Nubby, a big trap kill from Nasboy, and some kind of dog shit last push that I didn't witness because I wasn't paying attention. And yeah, okay. Even Uber's 3 down. Nasboy maybe with some more trap kills, maybe? Pappy with a bit of a whiffed bomb. Kind of throwing away their man advantage right now. Not quite sure what the theory behind his push is. Tomas going down. Pappy getting blocked out of the sky. This is one of the worst pushes off last I've ever seen. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not quite sure how that happened. There was 3 enemy players and they managed to hold off the entire Witness Gaming roster, killing Tomas in the process. And now we're in a last hold scenario. Even Uber's big pressure on River, already a scout in water. These stickies on the back of the point are really, really scuffed. I really hope that no one's counting on these stickies to do anything because they were way too high to actually have any impact. Plus half of them are getting spammed off as well. Nubby's still underneath. Okay, Nubby's just going to get melted. And that's once again 3 down for TF2 Easy. TF2 Easy have learned apparently that... Why is my crosshair changed? But anyway, TF2 Easy have learned that Witness won't push off last even if you're 3 down. So they're just going to sack 3, I guess. They're fine to sack 3 from now on. So let's check out some of the... Okay. Still with early river pressure. People are underneath. Domo sticking back point. But it's not enough by itself. The Pyro drops down to help out. I'm wondering if they're getting info enough at river. This hold is very, very scatty at the moment for Witness. Like, they need just like 3 seconds of stability to reset everything. Their gun goes down. Nubby bombs in. This is going to start to get really sketchy now. Sticky's on the point from Nasboy. Okay, Nasboy not sticking the point. Big, big mistake, in my opinion. If he just stickies the point there, then it opens up so many opportunities for his team. Instead, he goes for that log damage. So his logs will look 200 damage better off, but his team are now around worse off as a result. So, I mean, I call it like I see him. If he stickies the point there, then it's GG, in my opinion. But, yeah, this gives Witness the chance to reset their hold. Yeah, things were getting incredibly stretched there. But yeah. Like, these stickies from Domo on the back of point are tilting me, though, because they're too high. Like, this, like, sticky here, like, this is not going to kill anyone. If a scout comes here, like, I don't think he dies, or he very easily dodges the damage. Like, Domo needs to optimize his sticky trap placement. He needs to watch some bite demos. Once again, there's 2 guys underneath. Pyro deals with it. I wouldn't mind seeing a slight adjustment from Witness where they put a bit more pressure on River and maybe make it harder for these guys to get in water, but this time they deal with the point very nicely. And there's 1 minute 40 left on the clock now, so we're probably looking a bit more like serious territory. Tomas checking the class situation. I don't know why I'm specking him doing that. Like, I can just see... Okay, yeah, this is what I like to see. I mean, I don't really... I mean, like, here is okay, but I'd much rather see these stickies be here, because you can watch it so easily from over here. Like, I don't know, I feel like the other stickies are harder to time the depth for, but that's the kind of thing I was talking about. When I said I wanted to see them make it harder for them to get into water, that is exactly the kind of thing I wanted to see. You see, oh, okay, he gets to that. He gets to that. I was going to say, it's harder to time that sticky placement, but that is the perfect play by Domo. That's honestly such a good play by Domo to change those stickies up like that. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't crazy about the placement. I'd rather he would have put them in an easier to time place, but he gets the job done. He gets the job done. And now it's just going to be a straight trade. 50 seconds on the clock. But I'm going to say we just need to be slightly careful because they're still kind of in their anti-pressure poses. And this Uber, yeah, this Uber like is potentially going to get a bit scattered for them. Yeah, like with this Pyro now on the point. Okay, Ixie doing a good job denying the point. This is kind of chaos, but yeah, they managed to hold out in the end. So we're going to a round reset. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. There's a lot of OT. There's a lot of OT. Josh with some pressure. I don't know how fast his OT fades. I think they might have time for one last blast. Do they have time for one last blast? They might do. They might do. This is going to get wild. This is going to get wild. Like, the OT fades quick, but they only need to get a little bit of time on the point. Okay. Domo just gets 2 kills on, like, insta. And we go to a mid reset. Jesus Christ. That was almost... That could have been wild. But the entry was kind of biffed. From TF2 Easy. But yeah, back on mid. But yeah, as I was saying... Yeah, I don't really know what the last mid was for Witness. It didn't look like any mid that I really recognized of theirs. Eesh. Sorry, my camera at work is terrible at the moment. Ooh, Domas with the nice long-range pipe. Okay, they take this mid in the end. I'm going to have to start going free camp because I'm not quite able to track everything. My brain is getting older with each passing day. Is Watch the most popular map at the moment? I have absolutely no idea because I haven't been around, but I think people are... Oh, we're having a fight. The Uber building was absolutely horrendous from Muller, and Seeds knows this, so he Ubers in. They kill the demo, but they're now going to have a massive ad. Okay, they have no demo man, but they have big ad. They're going to take this mid with pressure. Tomas gets in. Pappy gets in. Pappy kind of feeding, though. A little, well, not even really feeding, but just ahead of his team. But Ixie somehow just kills Seeds? I have no idea how Ixie got that kill. I did not see Ixie get that frag on Seeds, but if not for that kill by Ixie, this was an absolutely god-awful Uber by Witness. Like, Pappy and his combo just completely out of sync. Pappy way too deep. Like, I call it a feed, but he's main calling, so maybe he wanted his team to come faster and chase him, but somehow Ixie gets that salvage frag on Seeds, and it's okay, but they have to deal with this aggression now. Okay, Nubby's just low underneath the point of Sniper. This is what we call the feed. Unless... Okay, Nubby. Holy shit. That is the Nubby for you. That is the Nubby. That is just a hard feed play into the hard outplay. Jesus Christ. But after all is said and done, Witness are comfortably back in control of this round. Wait. Still is just on a fucking adventure at the moment. Okay, he does not get a kill, but it's very, very fortunate for TF2 Easy that they did not just get absolutely destroyed by Syl there. Because he had them absolutely outplayed, but just couldn't find the quite perfect timing. Okay, so now we're in the complete reverse situation. Okay, Ixie dies insta. Gazzy pyro jumps into Syl, and Syl is now getting beaten up. TF2 Easy is fucking sick and tired of Silentes walking all over them, ditching them after last season's victory, so they just went to punish him in River. Tomas not happy about someone lagging. That's fair enough. Lagging players are kind of annoying. And, okay, we're back on mid. TF2 Easy, sorry, Witness Gaming still in control of the round. Tomas sniping? Why are they giving so much space? I'm confused. Okay, Josh just gets destroyed by Tomas. I don't know why they were even letting them push in the first place, though. Or I don't know why, rather... Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand the thought process that went into that sequence of choke there. It felt like there should be a really easy hold for Witness. And they were giving them a lot of space. Maybe they were trying to bait them into the sniper, not 100% sure. They just pop. Oh my god, this is an absolute trash Uber. Why is this Uber? Who made this call? Who made this call to pop there? Because yeah, that was some donkey Uber right there, not gonna lie. Like, I guess they think, okay, they have a sniper, we wanna trade with them and abuse the fact they have a sniper, but one, they were one down, two, it was kind of really obvious that was what they were setting up for. And three, Tomas is fucking destroying everyone on sniper, so who cares about anything else? Tomas is just hitting shots. And we could be looking at our first round for Witness right now. But yeah, that was like a hard read from Witness there. Okay, Tomas. Settle down, mate. And that's 1-0 to Witness. Yeah, like... Okay, I BM'd that Uber from TF2 Easy. I don't think it was that bad. It's not that bad an idea, but I don't like the fact they did it when they were one down themselves already, because the advantage you're playing for doesn't really exist. Like, you're playing for the DM advantage, and you're missing a fragging class, so it's kind of like nothing. And yeah, I don't know. It just seemed kind of predictable. So, but Witness Gaming did a good job of reading it. Okay, Pappy is so far not having much success on these mids, I gotta say. Like, I don't feel like I'm seeing real, I don't know, the play I expect to see from Witness's soldiers on these mids. Silla's behind. Doman wants to kind of help try and pinch something. Oh no, beef, beef. Big beef from Silentes. Okay, but over to Nubby and Josh. Okay, just Nubby for now. Nubby's just going for it. So they've just absolutely swarmed lobby, but this should just be 2 down. Okay, Nubby just about survives by the skin of his teeth. Any counter? Okay, Thomas went for it. Okay, Thomas could kill Josh. So they're 2 down right now. Does Pappy want to shuffle this in? Okay, someone is still in. Nubby is just playing with fire right now. But the storm settles. The storm settles. Yeah, score right now is 2-0 in maps to Witness Gaming, 1-0 in rounds on this third and potentially final map if TF2 Easy cannot get something sorted. But we'll go over to their POVs. They are in control of the map at the moment. They have mid, which means the onus is on them, particularly given the scoreline. The onus is on them to make things happen. But yeah, okay, Domo is dead? I didn't see that. Oh, Ubers were traded while I was glancing off in the distance. Ubers were traded. Domo did go down. But there are 2 scouts, Ixie and Thomas. And this collapse could be kind of brutal, not gonna lie. I know there's no demo for Witness, but with these 2 scouts being full HP, I don't think demo is going to be a relevant factor. They just take the fight fast. Witness showing really, really strong fundamentals there. They have no demo, so they make sure this fight is like really close, and they're just taking the fight straight up, neutralizing the lack of a demo man, not making it into like a slow spammy fight, using their scouts' HP advantage to their advantage, and yeah, winning the post super fight. It was I didn't actually see the initial trade. It seemed it's quite ballsy by TF2 Easy to just take this trade straight up, like without really anything to set it up. Like, obviously I missed the entry, so I don't. Maybe they saw an opening or something, but yeah, it was always going to be quite a hard fight to convert for them. Crisp and clean by the Nubster. I mean, wait, what happened to Moolah? I'm kind of confused what's going on here, not gonna lie. Like, when I was on Nubby's POV on Balk, I assumed that it was going to be like a free... Wait, what is going on? Didn't these guys have 100% Uber ad? Like, what is happening? like, what's actually happening? They had 100% Uber ad. I was like convinced that it was like some kind of ad for Witness because they were playing on Balk with a sniper, and then they somehow get pushed back to their last. Okay, now they have ad to push off last, hypothetically, but I don't know what I just witnessed for the last like 45 seconds, honestly. Like the way Pappy jumped through choke, eventually getting sniped by Nubby, like, I don't know. I didn't look at the med status. I just assumed Witness had like some kind of ad to push second with. And it looked like Witness were playing, so it looked like TF2 Easy were playing like that as well. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay, this is confused. Yeah, I am confused. None of that made any sense. Like, you have ad. Why do you have a sniper? 2, why is Pappy jumping through choke if that's the situation? 3, how did they lose 3 guys? Like, I don't know. None of it makes any sense. Pappy just doing some sightseeing, doing some window shopping, picking his targets, giving the info. Okay, guys, they have sniper. They're all on right side. Literally every single player of them is on right side. Pappy says to his team, if you guys want to do anything on the left side of the map right now, then feel fucking free. Because they've decided to go with the 5 men on top right strat, or 6 men on top right strat. Ixie's just getting to the point for free. And he's just going to cap the point. Okay, he didn't realize how badly TF2 Easy were playing it, so he didn't stay on the point, and Domo didn't stick in the point, but he wins the 1v1. It's complete chaos. Where's Domo at the moment? Dude, where is Domo? Like, if Domo would just stick in the point at any point in this fight, it would just be over. Like, okay, TF2 Easy managed to hold on to that, but that was, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to, because how do I say it? Like, I obviously have some association to Witness, so I don't want to come across like super biased, but I feel like TF2 Easy's setup there was really, really bad. And if Ixie had realized how bad it was, he would have just won the round straight up, but he almost gave them too much respect. Like, he assumed they were doing some kind of hold that made sense, so he didn't just stand on the point. Instead, he just tapped the point to like bait some attention. But yeah, if he just commits to the point, like, or at least commits to the point for longer, I don't know. It's a calamitous situation for TF2 Easy. But yeah, I've kind of lost track of the game a little bit while I went off on this tangent. But yeah, you can't expect this kind of stuff. You can't expect this stuff. Like, just having no control, like no spam on River. Not even really tracking info at River, just having like a sniper in spawn and everyone staring at the shutter door where Pappy was looking through. I don't know, man. It was just a really, really bizarre way of holding last. Now they have the heavy pyro setup. Like, I don't hate it. I think NG is better, but okay, they're going for the pyro sniper. This is the patented TF2 Easy combo. Lolo are currently completely unwatched. Still trades with Nazboy. Back to last they go. And it's going to be the pyro sniper hold. Thomas, fancy the little feed in main. That's fair enough. You know, we get hungry sometimes. We gotta feed. We're only men and women after all. But yeah, Thomas was hungry, but there was no bread. There was no bread today. And once again, we're going to see this attempted pyro sniper push off last. This patented TF2 Easy Nerd Rage play, where they just have the sniper posted, people opening the shutter for him, a pyro doing something somewhere. Pyro does exist on the map, and no one watching balcony. Okay, Pappy kind of saw balcony. But this is kind of a disaster at the moment, with no one even remotely looking at it for like a 10-second window. Just gonna see how this one plays out. So Sniper just taking shots from top. Obviously it's hard to pressure him back because of the pyro, so like that's the idea behind the play, right? The pyro enables the sniper to get some stuff done. But when all is said and done, TF2 Easy stabilize. Tomas comes up on Sniper himself. And right now we just have the solo off class. We just have the Pyro. So it's Pyro Sniper. They're going to be they're here to stay. They are here to stay. So in Sniper dual territory, Tomas goes for the hero shot, but gets spammed away before he can even go for it. The round score is currently 1-0. It is 1-0. There are 10 minutes remaining on the clock. There are 2 minutes remaining on the round timer. So, once again, we're seeing this situation where teams take a sniper late into the round and they're kind of locked into the sniper playstyle. If I was Tomas, I would just die right now, probably. I don't know. Or go for some hero play. Like, go for some hero play now and give your team a full minute to set up. Like, a full, 30-40 seconds to set up something. Like, to set up their commit play. Because, like, you're going to commit, right? Like, you're going to commit to a trade on last. But, like, it's like, if he dies now, then they just have enough time to do it barely. With him leading the Uber, which is what he would do. But it's like, almost like the longer he survives now, the bigger detriment it is to his team, unless he just gets some huge pick. Okay, he gets the Pyro. They have to get some value off of this. Ixie on the point. Nubby on the point. Ixie's still playing the point. Nobody's shooting at Ixie. Hello? Okay, this has turned into absolute chaos. Domo needs to peek. Like, Domo is not finding these spaces. I'm going to say that. Like, Ixie is making so much distraction on the point, but at no point Witness actually able to find space and utilize it. I don't know if Doma needs to change his position around a little bit more, but realistically, when Tomas is sniping the enemy pyro, Ixie is distracting like 2 guys on the point. There should be room to get a lot of spam at the point, and then get another guy in to play the point, and yada yada yada, etc etc. Okay, but while I'm blabbering on, there is a huge rap play going on right now. Navi is there to... Oh, the fucking drop from Mula. But they get the backup anyway. Oh my god, this is fucking chaos. Are they just going for it? Are they going to make it? Jesus Christ, I was going on the most boring rant of all time, and then this shit just happens. What am I seeing? What am I seeing, mate? What am I seeing? Jesus Christ, mate. Jesus Christ. I didn't see how the original rap happened because I was just like looking at chat, talking about like, you know, some nice, deep tactical nuances of this awesome game that we play, and nah, they just rap, get their med dropped, and double back cap last. All right, okay, and this mid is awful. This mid is awful for Witness. TF2 are having a pretty good time on mids at the moment, not gonna lie. And ooh. TF2 looking to make a statement around of their own here, chasing super hard, and it's only Domo and Mula, and Domo is not healthy right now. Domo goes down, Mula just about survives. He's at least going to be able to get, like, okay, he's only on like a 10% disad. They should be able to set something up here on last, but yeah. I wonder if Seeds is going to want to use this tiny ad, because they're going to know they have this tiny ad, yeah, they know they have it, And it's just a question of if someone can get to the... No one can get to the point. Damn, no one can control the point. And it is just a round, straight right back at you. Right back at you. And this is close. This is close now. But yeah, the mids for Witness have been super sus. Like, despite the fact them being up 2-0, their mids have really not been convincing at all, as far as I remember. Let's check out the Nasboy. Check out the Nasboy POV. Okay, some crazy drop-down shenanigans. Tomas cleans up Josh. They're playing slow from Big Door. Still trades 1-for-1 underneath. Tomas with the pressure. Doma with the pressure. In fact, Domas is in deep. Did he bomb? This is an interesting fight. Jesus Christ. And okay, Witness going to come off better off on this mid in the end. I think TF2 should just leave now. Not quite sure why they're lingering. I guess it's just like... Maybe they're distracting for Josh. Josh's on a big flank right now, actually. They're buying time for this Josh flank. No one sees. Okay, they see. Big pipe from Domo. But there's no Uber yet. Wow, the Uber building was so bad for Mula. Holy sh... Mula just not having Uber in time. Seeds, the king of Uber building. This is why they're staying in. This is why they're staying in. Because they've somehow generated like 40% ad in this mid fight. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. It happened. And that just happened as well. the choke bust gets busted. And they now TF2 now have like a big ad, but I'm not quite sure what they do with it. Maybe they want to use it anyway. I'm trying to figure someone who to spec. Okay, Domo goes down. It's not really what you want to see. They've used their Uber. There's another back cap happening. Please tell me it's not another full team wrap. It's not. Okay, cool. This game's turning really scrappy at the moment, not going to lie. This flank from Gaz is kind of wild. Tomas has to win this fight. If Tomas does not win this fight, okay, Pappy bails him out. It's fine. But yeah, they shouldn't give them second. They can just fight this straight away. Like, just push now. Like, go fight. But look up, man. There's a guy here. Nubby's going for a back cap. He has been seen. I think he's been seen. Someone please tell me he's been seen. Okay, he has been seen. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. And they still have ad, but it's not a huge ad. If I was them, I don't know about this push to mid. Like, nah. Like, I was gonna say, like, if you can do it super clean, then like maybe. But the instant you so much as like take damage. Well, not take damage, but the instant you so much as like get low, you'll just cancel that shit. Okay. It is Josh and Kunu cam time, because I feel like we're just going to see a trade. Yeah, we're just going to see a straight trade. Mula kind of taking his eyes off the ball there. Kunu manages to get a fairly decent trade off the start of this. Kunu just hard committing into lobby though. And this is like the vintage, this is the vintage Josh trade. Or at least I used to call this the Lego trade. You just hard trade through choke. You just hard commit and you have like your entire team bust through the flank and try and run your med there. And I mean, not gonna lie, this is pretty much how I remember the Lego trade going as well. Usually with 6-man down for the team pushing. But yeah, that's one way of trying to recover the map when you have map control. I guess, I mean, they're under time pressure, they have to make stuff happen. Maybe they could have teetered with some kind of sack plays or something like that beforehand, but I respect the hustle. I respect the hustle. Wait, okay, never mind, it's just over. Fair enough. GG. Like, who even capped that? So someone back capped last, guys. I'm not quite sure who it was. I'm not gonna lie, this gully map has been kind of weird. It's been kind of weird. Like, yeah, I don't know. It'll be an interesting one to review because there's been so many like weird like mistakes and so many like weird like bits of info that were missing or like. Yeah, like things that weren't called and just random stuff that should never happen that happened. But with Witness Gaming winning this fight on mid, my prediction has come true. It is 3-0 to Witness Gaming. There is no winnables. There is no winnable outcome for TF2 Easy on this map now. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. 2 rounds to the difference. I mean, maybe a TCM round is possible. Like, I don't know. I guess it's technically possible, like if everyone typed killing console for Witness, but other than that, it's over. It's 3-0 to Witness Gaming. It's 6-0 to Solentes. Someone is flanking lower. It's a spy. I don't know why they're not just Ubering into last. You know, just rub it in their faces, get some extra rounds. And I just want to point out, guys, like, okay, we can congratulate Witness Gaming all you want, but I predicted the outcome of this match despite not watching a TF2 match for like 4 months. So go me. But no, that was a cool game. That was a coul game. Like, respect to TF2 Easy. Like, they put up a fight, especially on Snake. Like, Snake was like super closely contested. Gully, I felt like they could have done better on, honestly. Like, Gully, I felt like was, I don't know, Witness seemed a bit rough on Gully, but they just, yeah, too many of these weird exchanges that result in them getting absolutely slammed. In the end, Witness just too cozy. In the end, Witness just too cozy, too clean, fundamentally too sound, and they didn't even really break a sweat, to be honest. Like, okay, on Snake they definitely broke a sweat, but like Sunshine was like clean sailing, and Gully was, like, I'm gonna say Witness's mids. Like, if I seem like I'm giving a really like one-sided view of this, it's only because I've watched Witness play like quite a lot. And I've barely seen TF2 Easy play. Like, I've been watching Witness's scrims and stuff. Witness's mids in this game looked awful. Like, in this Gully game. They were awful. Like, by their standards. Like, I didn't really see anything that I understand as being their mids. At least in terms of how they were executed. And TF2 Easy were really, really performing some good stuff on mids. Like, I can only really recall, like, if I can make my computer work, I'll check the logs. But yeah, I felt like mids were so clumsy for Witness on Gully. But other than that, like, outside of mids, they felt so comfy. Like, they felt so comfy. And TF2 Easy were doing, like, some crazy stuff. Like, the stuff that, like, just straight didn't make sense at times. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Let's get some logs up. Let's get some logs up. Solentes, top damaging, 8480, 8480. This is the only stat that matters. This is the only stat that matters. Josh had his worst performance ever. Yeah, I heard that he had some like internet problems or something like that. And I guess as a caller, that's not good if you're like really struggling, like internet wise, and can't get like a proper view of the game. Makes it very tough. But yeah, these mids were 3-3, but like these mids really weren't 3-3. Like, yeah, the outcome of a lot of these mids were, yeah, not necessarily who capped the point. Huh? Oh wait, I'm looking. Like, I swear, I'm not trolling you. I'm looking at a different browser window. I told you, like, something is completely fucked with my scenes. I'm literally looking at a different browser window to the one that's showing on stream at the moment. Like, why is it doing this? It keeps just changing the browser that it's showing you guys. Where even is that? Dude, I don't have that browser loaded. Like, I don't have that browser page loaded, bro. Like, what's going on here? What is going on? It's literally... I literally don't have that browser window open. It's not loaded in TF2. It's not loaded in TF2, I swear. I don't know where this log came from. Okay, I found it. I found the page. I found the page. Okay. I found it. Okay. But yeah, I feel like these mids, I don't know, Witness's mids were kind of sketch. And again, if it sounds like I'm being like super one-sided towards like Witness, it's only because I know their stuff like way more. Like, obviously I'm not telling you like their stuff because it's like, yeah, you know, obviously. But I have more insight. Whereas with TF2 Easy, I've literally never seen them play before. Like with this lineup, I've never seen a live game of theirs before, so I can only interpret it like using 5-year-old data of players and, you know, how I see TF2 Easy perform against something that I understand, which is Witness Gaming. But yeah, anyway, 848. What I was talking about before, gang, was 8480, 8480. The two roamers with exactly the same damage stats. Exactly the same damage stats. That's kind of interesting. And then yeah, the 3-3 mids, like other than like one mid, I don't think any of these mids were like clean. Like the only clean mid of this entire game was probably this one, where there was just a statement round by TF2 Easy. In fact, that was the only round, right? Yeah, the only round was that statement round. Rest of the time, there was no rounds. The rest of the time, it was just TF2 Easy. The rest of the time, it was just Witness in control or on their... I guess they were on their last, like... They were on their last sometimes and things like that. Do we have a reset this game? Yeah, we had that one kind of sketchy reset, didn't we? We had a sketchy reset. Yeah, so we had 6 mids. We had 6 mids in a 5-round game. But yeah, overall, that's pretty much what I expected, to be honest. Witness, just fundamentally much more together than TF2 Easy. Like, I'm hearing reports that Josh has some internet troubles and whatnot. So maybe that's put like a twist on things, but like I said, 3-0 to Witness was my prediction, and yeah, 3-0 it was. 3-0 it was. There was some really like bad like stuff happening in this game, to be honest. Like some really questionable moments, like round deciding moments where I don't fully understand what's going on. Like if a player just, like for example that situation where I said if Nas were to stick it to point, his team wins, but instead he just like shoots 2 stickies at like a fully buffed soldier or something like this. Like yeah, there was some weird stuff like this in this game, but mostly I for the most part I felt like it was Witness playing good rather than TF2 Easy playing bad. But Gully was Gully was a bit weird. Gully was a bit weird. I'm not sure. I would have to watch it again. I would have to watch it again. In fact, I probably will watch it again another day. Now I'm trying to do the whole stream thing again. But Gully is a map I would definitely be watching back because there was a lot of room for Witness in particular to make way more of their pressure plays. Like Ixie was getting so much value with his point plays, but it never felt like his team were reacting in the right way. Like maybe sometimes it's something unlucky, like Domo getting sticky trap killed or something, but yeah, with the amount of value Ixie was getting and the way TF2 easy hold last just is okay. When the pressure,
Jason,
yo,
I
sticky
cannot
bomb launcher with the
breathe
prime,
this
appreciate
air.
it, bro, appreciate it, bro. But yeah, the TF2 easy like last hold on Gully, especially that first one where there were 6 guys top right with like a sniper. And like the entire of river, the entire of left side, the entire of point was open, and Ixie just stands on the cap. Like, I don't know, man. That's just like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I get the pyro sniper is kind of nice when you're trying to pressure off of last, but for actually holding last, yeah, it was very, very vulnerable. But like I said, Ixie's point plays were not being reacted to by his team. Maybe Ixie wasn't calling like his timings enough, and people couldn't react like in time or something like this. But I would expect to see that tightened up by LAN, and yeah, TF2 Easy are going to have to make some adaptations, in my opinion. And that's before you even take into account that there are some American players coming to that LAN who, no doubt have only one placement in mind. So yeah, that was etf2l season. Okay, I'm gonna stop making a shit joke now. I'm actually gonna find out what season it is. It's season 42. It's season 42. Your etf2l season 42 champions are Witness Gaming. Celentes does the back-to-back 3-0s for 2 different teams in this rivalry. 3-0 last season with TF2 Easy. 3-0 this season with Witness Gaming. I mean, okay, I'm talking about the Sil thing quite a lot because it's like a funny fun fact, shall we say? But this Witness Gaming team this season, in my opinion, is very, very different. Like, not just because of Sil, but with LAN around the corner. Like, I remember when I was around like some months ago streaming, and I was talking to people like Tomas, particularly Tomas, but like some of the other guys who were on the old Witness roster, like when they had Demul instead of Sil, and when they had Domo and Medic and Lucas still, like when there was like no LAN, like when Copenhagen was cancelled, like they were so fucking depressed. They were so fucking depressed, and like their motivation was like in the bin, like completely in the bin as far as I can tell. Not to say that TF2 Easy wouldn't have had like similar problems where they were less motivated because there's no LAN, but I know the Witness were like just in the fucking bin motivation wise. Whereas ever since 1, LAN was confirmed, and then 2, Americans coming to LAN was confirmed, Witness are like a totally different team. I think when they're motivated, and we're seeing this season, at least at the end of this season, we're starting to see the motivated Witness, if that makes sense. And it's a different beast. Don't get me wrong. They're like, for my eyes at least, they're still rough around the edges. There's some stuff to be tidied up, but I know they have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of stuff in their back pocket, but in a fundamental sense, they're still a bit rough around the edges. But yeah, they played well tonight. Hats off to them. But yeah, this was pretty wild. Not gonna lie. Where do we go from here? But yeah. So yeah, I kind of decided to stream this game at the very last minute. Like I didn't really have stuff set up. So I just kind of like threw everything together. Like I got home like the start time of the match. I put my faith in TF2 matches starting late and just got home at the match start time. Set up like my cam and my light and shit like this. And just kind of went into it. But yeah, so maybe we can chat about what's going on now. So LAN is happening in, let's consult the calendar. Let's consult the calendar. 1, 2, 3. Wait, it's only 3 weeks away? 1, 2, 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, it will be like the Thursday of LAN with everyone arriving. So both of these teams now have like 3 weeks to tie up all of their shit. I will be at that LAN. It should be fun. I'm going to be doing stuff with Essentials. What are the confirmed teams going to LAN? I'm not going to lie, I don't know. These two guys, I think, are going. Froyo are going, or like some version of Froyo is going. I don't know exactly what version. But beyond that, I actually have no idea. Like, as far as I understand it, all of the other teams from Prem this season either folded or are French and don't want to go to UK lands anymore, or something like that. I don't know. I was given like a 2-second explanation. So I have like absolutely no idea outside of those three teams, but with all due respect, and I truly mean with all due respect, I think with all that, you can take whatever players are active in TF2 at the moment, put together the best team you can possibly make, and I don't think any team will contest TF2 Easy, Witness, or Froyo at that LAN. Don't get me wrong, I want to see more strong teams there, like to make more interesting games. But I think whatever teams put themselves together or would try to go or whatever, I think that would be your top 3 basically solidified, you know what I mean? So the Froyo roster is, I'm seeing a bunch of names, but I'm not seeing a team. I'm not seeing a roster. Oh, it's Bani, Habib, Jay, May, Eric, and Paddy. Oh, right, yeah, okay, so yeah, I know this. So it's Jay and Paddy on Soldier, right? Like, I heard that they swapped, like, Soldier roles or something like this. I don't know what the actual Soldier roles is. No Blaze? Bro, I ain't been around for a while, but I don't think Blaze has played. I think Blaze has played for, like, 3 years. And even when he did, he stopped coming to EU lands, like, 3 years even before that. So, yeah. No, Blaze is not coming. Blaze is not coming. I don't know, maybe he is. Maybe he is. Who knows? What do I know? He might be coming. But as far as I know, Blaze is not coming to LAN. Yeah, like maybe three years was an exaggeration. But yeah, Blaze quite a while ago. But the thing is, like, if you think back to when Froyo last came to an I-Series, which was I-63, Blaze didn't come. And it's like, he wasn't busy, he just didn't want to go. As far as I know anyway, as far as I was told. And that was like 2018. Last time Blaze came to our EU LAN was 2016? I-55, 2016? Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2016 was the last time Blaze came to an EU LAN. So, yeah, Blaze is not coming. Blaze is not coming, my friends. But that Froyo roster looks pretty nice. Paddy will be an interesting one. I know that he was on the Valorant grind for a while. Has Paddy been playing TF2? Like I know that he's like scrimming with this Froyo team. But has he been like actually playing TF2 like actively? Or is he doing like a comeback style thing? What's the scoop there? Tell me, my friends. Tell me, my friends. He's been playing in lower invite teams. Paddy made an invite team in RGL, which unfortunately died though. Lucas, I was just talking like nonsense the whole game, mate. Like, I I haven't watched like a live game and streamed it in so long. It was a wild ride, and I set the stream up like I speed ran setting up the stream as well. It was like totally not ready to go. You probably didn't miss that much. Is Winners Gaming NA attending I-69? I don't think so, no. Paulson has confirmed Jasmine T are reforming and going. I mean, that would be the dream, but one day, maybe one day. Damn, TFTV with the raid. What's up, my TFTV brothers and sisters? How's it going? I'm over here talking about something. We were just discussing the upcoming LAN and the American roster that was coming. So Paddy has been playing in an invite team in RGL, which unfortunately died. How long has he been playing TF2 again for? Because when I was in Valorant, I definitely remember seeing him tweeting about like looking for Valorant teams and stuff. So like, yeah, I thought this was more of like a comeback, like a Paddy comeback. I didn't know he'd been around for like a little, since RGL season 7, really? What are we like, season 9 now? I've lost the plot. Is it season 9 now? Season 10? Season 9? Okay, so he's been, okay, so Paddy won't be rusty. Paddy will be fresh and ready to go. Yeah, so Paddy was roaming originally, right? But now he's pocket. I think that makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong, Paddy's like a really smart player. Paddy is a really smart player and could definitely play both soldier roles, but I was a little bit surprised when I heard that he was roaming. It didn't seem like seem like necessarily the best use of his talents. But yeah, he's a flexible guy. Yeah, the Arik comeback. The Arik comeback is an interesting one. I obviously have absolutely no info on how or why that came about, other than he wanted to play the game again, which is the obvious answer. But yeah, the Arik comeback is an interesting one because, like, don't get me wrong, Arik is sick and has one of the best like resumes of any TF2 player, but some of the scouts that Froyo have had, like when Jay was on scout, I mean, that was kind of crazy. It'll be really interesting to see them with like a player like Arik again, who, okay, he's very skilled, don't get me wrong, but like there are like levels, and like the J skill level is like batshit out of this world, whereas Arik is just like very, very skilled and also very, very smart. So it'll be interesting to see them play with like, yeah, like that kind of play style again. Like, it's not really a play style thing, but yeah, that with that kind of yeah, I guess it is play style. I guess play style is a fine term. What the fuck was that? I don't know how much my mic picks up, but some crazy shit just happened somewhere else in this house. I hate not living alone. It sucks. So for like anyone who doesn't know, like, okay, so I did the Unity Cup thing, right? Like, I made that tournament. I streamed that tournament for a weekend. I got kind of burnt out afterwards, and didn't. Burnt out is a very ironic term based on what's the info that's coming after this. I got mentally fried after that tournament, and was going to take like a little break from streaming, like a couple of weeks. But then in that couple of weeks, my flat randomly caught on fire. Like the water heater in the bathroom was just like, you know what? It's 3 p.m. I feel like I'm going to have an electrical fault now and just spontaneously catch fire in the middle of the day. Yeah, which kind of fucked my flat. So I kind of just roamed the world, not literally, but just kind of, yeah, didn't have a proper place to live for several months. So now I'm yeah, basically I waited for my sister who was living with my mum, to move out of my mum's so that I could take the spare room there. So now I'm back at my mother's place temporarily, and it's yeah, it's a noisy place to be. It can be a noisy place to be. So if you're hearing weird noises in the background, then that's what they are. Didn't Clover complain about the Iron Bomber then leave? I don't think that was exactly it. I think Clockwork left for for very different reasons. Clockwork left for very different reasons than the Iron Bomber. If the Iron Bomber came out at the same time, that was purely a coincidence. I'm pretty sure Clockwork left to make some money from his fucking insane gaming skill instead of just toiling away in TF2 for peanuts. Oh, recently? I mean, Clockwork's one of those guys who, like, he quit playing TF2 years ago, but he's still, like, you know, he'll still read TFTV and stuff like that. Oh, he came back December, January? He was supposed to play RGO Season 8? Oh, yeah, he probably played and then was like, oh, I remember why I quit this game now. But no, I didn't know about that, actually. I didn't know about that. But the Iron Bomber's fixed now, right? So he can come back again. Clockwork's back, hooray! The team folded and then he quit. That makes sense, it makes sense.
Oh, Jason, I cannot breathe with this A.
Yo, Alexi, how's it going, man? GG. GG's. Well played. Unlucky commiserations. I'm gonna just be up front and say that I flamed your team. But I have respect for you guys. And I think you actually had some... You had some good performance, especially on Sunshine. But... I was this was a very casual stream, so some BM might have been dropped, but it's all for the entertainment. It's all for the entertainment, you know. But yeah, commiserations. I know that you guys can step it up for LAN, assuming you have your roster. LAN is what matters. I mean, let's face it. Whoever lost this game was always gonna say, like, it doesn't matter what happened. Whoever lost this game was always gonna say LAN is what matters. And I mean, they're not wrong. Like, no, they would not be wrong either. Like, whichever team lost this game, like, yeah, LAN is what matters. Like, it's a different game on LAN. Like, you guys have traded seasons now, so you can clearly compete with one another. LAN is a different beast. And at the end of the day, yeah, LAN is what matters. This is just a little warm-up. This gives us like a little bit of data. You know, we can actually go into the LAN knowing, I don't know, maybe there's some like cup or something planned. But if there's no cup, like no pre-LAN cup like we used to have, PS, if there's anyone out there who wants to schedule a pre-LAN cup, that would be fucking insane. Because they're really fun. But assuming there's no pre-LAN cup, it's like, you know, nice little preview of the teams. We have some like data to go on, some map pool info, some you know, some sample games to kind of figure out where the strengths and weaknesses lie. And yeah, I heard that Josh has some like horrendous internet problems or something like that, which is obviously not exactly great. Not exactly great, especially when it's like one of the biggest voices in your team. If not the biggest. I don't actually know how you guys operate these days, but I assume Josh is like the biggest voice in the team. But yeah, LAN should be fun. LAN should be fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of like I'm not really sure who's attending outside of you guys and Froyo, as in the two teams from tonight and Froyo, but that should hopefully be enough. Oh God, why? Hang on a second. Fucking hell. Bro, I hate this so much. I hate this so much, man. I've like lived by myself. I've lived by myself for like 5 years. I have a fire in my flat, and now I'm living at my mum's place again. Like she's not yelling at me. She's not yelling at me. She's yelling at someone else. Like this house is crazy. Like other people live here. Like she's not yelling at me, but it's like, man, I want to live by myself again, man. I spent like 5 years like living by myself. It's such a weird adjustment to make to living with other people. You thought it was you being yelled at? Yeah, dude. My mum was watching the game. Sam, you played fucking shit. Why'd you lose? What are you doing? But yeah, nah, like, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, you know. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes things happen. Bro, my voice totally can't hold out. I remember this happened the last time I started streaming again. Like, my voice would just burn out after, like, how long have I been streaming now? Where does it say? It says somewhere. Okay, so 2.5 hours I've been streaming, and my voice... my voice is, like, giving out. I remember this exact same thing happened the last time I started streaming. Like, it would give out after, like, 2 hours, but then it got, like, conditioned after, like, a month or something. But I'm back in that place of... yeah, my voice just fucking burns out, like, really quickly. J-Max Chill got the reflect kills on camera. Well, I definitely didn't. My camera work was all new levels of low. What is the plan now? In terms of what? In terms of the stream? Or in terms of... wait, in terms of this stream you mean? Or in terms of, like, the stream in general? In terms of the stream right now, in this particular stream, the plan is probably just to kind of talk some nonsense for, like, another... I don't know. Until I run out of things to say, and then piece it until the next stream. But it's like next decade. But it's like one of those things, you know. The first stream I find when I haven't streamed for a while, you know, doing a stream is like intimidating. I don't know why. Doing the first stream is like scary. Because things happen like people yelling up the stairs at other people in the house. What year is the next stream? Been talking nonsense for 2.5 hours already? Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I do here. But yeah, that's the plan for this stream. But yeah, the plan for the stream going forward. I mean, there's an NA LAN this weekend, right? I have my data on that one. There's an NA LAN this weekend, so I guess. Okay, so here's the thing. So the last time I came back to streaming was for an NA LAN. It was not for an NA LAN, but there was an NA LAN happening when I started streaming again. And it was a really fun LAN to watch because it was like the first one that had like this, or like the modified rule set. Even though Froyo just diffed everyone like never before, it was fun to watch. But then the second LAN had like exactly the same script. Like, so like whatever the first LAN was called, I forget the name now, localhost California. Like coming into that LAN, it was like Witness for the team that could beat Froyo, like they'd beaten them in a previous RGL season, and you know, can they do it on LAN? Can they show up on LAN and give Froyo a good game? The answer was an absolute comprehensive no. They lost to G6, and G6 like could not compete with Froyo whatsoever. And then it was like, okay, whatever. You know, it was everyone. It was like a lot of young players. It was all of their first LANs with some exceptions. So it's like, okay, whatever, cool. Like, we'll, you know, they'll go back to online play. Then we'll go again at Boston, or not Boston, fucking Philadelphia, wherever the second LAN was. I was obviously homeless when Philly LAN happened, so I didn't stream any of it or talk about any of it, but I watched a bit of it, and I cannot stress enough, I watched a bit of it on stream. I watched a bit of the stream, but then it very, very quickly became apparent that they had just stolen the script from Fullerton, and it was exactly the same fucking stuff again. Witness were not turning up to the level they showed up online. G6 could not contest Froyo, so it was just, yeah. it was, yeah, it was kind of, in terms of like TF2 competition, it was like kind of boring in a way. Like, and I don't mean that as like an insult to anyone. Just it was like the exact same LAN like storyline in terms of competition as what I had seen already at Fullerton. But RGL LAN, I mean, you know, it's slightly different teams now. The Furrier roster is very different. G6 look like they're playing, at least based on the very limited data I have, G6 look like they can actually compete with Froyo a little bit now. Whereas before it was like they could kind of upset Witness, but then couldn't make that step to fight Froyo. So maybe RGO LAN is gonna be lit. And if it is, then I'm gonna be streaming demos of that LAN probably. Do I think Froyo will dominate I-69? I'm really not in a position to say because I've never seen the lineup they have at the moment play. I would say they're the favorites, like for sure. They're definitely the favorites. But I haven't seen Froyo play like with Arik since like I-63 or whatever. I haven't seen yeah, it's a very different lineup to the one they've been dominating, like the NA lands with, like with Arik and Paddy, and with Jay on Soldier instead of Scout. Like, I feel like Mom and Mirrorman were like an insane Soldier duo, and like Jay on Scout like complemented them like so well. I find it very, very hard to believe that Froyo is the Froyo we're gonna get at I-69 is as strong as the Froyo that we saw at the last two NA lands. So I don't know if I would say they're gonna dominate. I think it's gonna be interesting. It's been so long. It's been so long, like since we had a LAN in EU. Like, who knows? Like, the log I have open on my screen, like, these are the 12 players. These are the hope of Europe. Okay, Witness dominated them tonight, but you got to give TF2 Easy, like, credit still and say, like, you know, they're a genuine top team. Even if I don't really agree with some of their stylistic decisions of how they play, you know, they're a top team in EU, and these are the two hopes of EU. And it's been so goddamn long since EU played on LAN. Like, I'm going through this list right now, and it's like, which of these players ever played a LAN where they were like the hope of EU? Celentes? That's it. Like Papi, Domo, Tomas. Like, they played on Feint at I-65, who came close. Like, they did, like, a good job, like, at being the third best team. But kind of in, like, a, you know, no real expectations kind of a way. Obviously, they have LAN experience and stuff like that. Like, they're not like LAN inexperienced, but it's a bit different when you have to step up and actually be the favorites. Or, like, you know, they're like the EU #1 seed or whatever you want to call it. And I guess Seeds was on that team as well. But I feel like it's a big step up. The rest of the guys, like, there, I don't think they've been on teams. Like, okay, Kuno's, like, played LANs and stuff, but, like, half of these guys, I don't know if they've even played, like, a serious LAN. Like, Mula was at that LAN as well, but he was on, like, a bad team. Well, like, a bad team. Like a low-invite team. I don't know, man. I think there's, like, a lot of inexperience here. And a big factor is going to be, like, how well can these teams play on LAN after, like, a bazillion fucking years of not having LANs. Like, I was playing TF2 I was playing TF2 like the last time Europe had a LAN, other than like these random French LANs and stuff. The last time any of these guys played on like a LAN, like with like real top teams, I was playing. Like, that's how long it has been. It was 2019. It's been 3 years. So it's like, You know, that's like a whole thing of its own. Then, but if you're getting down to just the quality of the teams, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. They're, yeah, it's like I just don't know. I just don't know. Like if it was the old Froyo roster that I'd seen at like Fullerton and stuff, you know, I would say they were massive. I would say they were probably pretty massive favorites for this LAN. But the lineup they have now, it's like hard to say, man. Hard to say. Obviously, they're still favorites, but I don't think it's as strong. I don't think it's as strong, or at least it's not as polished. It won't be as polished as what we've seen like in their RGL lineups. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. And the thing to keep in mind as well is, I mean, if I take Witness as an example, like I said before, like the start of this season, Witness Gaming was like totally different to the end of the season, Witness Gaming. At least the way I understand it. Like it's a team, or like last season Witness Gaming is like totally different to this season Witness Gaming. Like I'm not talking about roster, I'm just talking about their attitude. Like when Copenhagen got cancelled, again, they just, you know, they had no motivation. There's like very in general there's very little motivation in EU to play. And I think it was only really when I-Series became like a real thing in front of them that they got properly motivated. But there's only so much you can do in a small amount of time. So with Witness, it's a case of like, I don't know. With Witness, okay, here's how I'll say it. With Witness, it's a case of like, how much can they clean or perfect, or how much can they like tidy up and perfect their fundamentals in like 1 month while like trying really hard. And with TF2 Easy, it's like, I don't know, they're a different team. They're a different type of team. Like they don't play the same style. They play like their own style. And it's like, how does that style translate to LAN? Because I feel like that style will probably be stronger on LAN because it's a bit more chaotic. And LAN generally caters to chaos a little bit more if you like embrace the chaos. But yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to suss out. Oh wait, is RGL LAN in Boston? Is that why I thought there was an NA LAN in Boston before? That would make sense. That would make sense. But yeah, man, I have no idea what to expect. I have like 3 weeks, I guess, to learn what to expect from these teams because I'm going to be doing some kind of analysis at I69, like on the main broadcast. So I have like 3 weeks to figure out what the hell's going on. And right now, I mean, I guess after watching this, I feel like I have a pretty good idea, at least from the EU side of things. But like, answer me this: what is the Froyo team that's playing Boston this weekend? How different is it from the one that's coming to I-Series? Like, I don't really know what the roster like. Like, I know the roster that's coming to I-Series now. Marmalou is playing instead of Paddy. Is that the only difference? But like, is Marmalou playing Roma, and Jay playing Pocket then, or? So it's like 5 out of 6 of the same players, but only 4 out of 6 of the same roles. So Jay will role swap for LAN. Jay will role swap for I-Series, and then Marmalou will not come, and Paddy will come instead. Okay, so it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So RJ will give us like a pretty nice idea of how strong this Froyo team is. But yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah, but it's really hard for me to comment, like, because I haven't seen Jay play Soldier since I-65, where You know, I don't even remember. I don't even remember what like. I don't remember how good he was at I-65. I remember coming back to TF2 to stream like that NA LAN, the Fullerton one, and everyone was telling me like Jay's like the best player in NA. He's like the fucking sickest, like most skilled player of all time. And I was like, whoa, like, you know, hold your fucking horses, man. Like, what's going on here? Like, I remember that guy. He was just like some soldier. And then I watched him play Scout, and I was like, holy fuck, this guy's fucking insane, you know? And he was fucking insane. So I don't know what his soldier looks like in 2022. Like maybe it's as insane as a Scout. I don't know. But it's like I feel like that's a pretty big. Yeah, I feel like the J on soldier is like a pretty big deciding factor of how strong that Froyo team is. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure he's very, very strong at soldier still, or like stronger than he was at I-65 or whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be. It's like it's just info I don't have. You know, it's nutty. J Pocket is nutty. Yeah, I just feel like the synergy was like so insane with Mom and Mirror that it's like don't get me wrong, I'm sure Jay is like individually every bit as good, but it's like yeah, just how the team fits together. How the team fits together is going to be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting learning experience. One I look forward to seeing. My game break again? Nope. What actually is their I-69 roster? So it's Banny and Eric on Scout. It is Jay on Roaming Soldier, Paddy on Pocket Soldier, May on Medic, and I've forgotten someone. Who's a sick player? Oh, Habib on demo. Okay. Yeah. Like, Habib is just like the eternal constant. Like, Habib and Banny are just the constants, you know? I just forgot the Demoman class existed for a second. Habib is a new pickup. Yeah, like, this upcoming talent, Habib, I look forward to seeing how he's going to do on LAN. I'm not sure if that guy really is cut out for everything. That Worcester? Fucking hell. Jonathan Watson it. That roster should win, right? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, you know, I'm not just gonna write EU off. Like, I'm not gonna do it like that. Like, EU has every chance, man. EU has every chance. It's gonna be hard though. Like, it's like I was saying before. Like, don't get me wrong. This is just gonna sound like excuses or whatever, or like preemptive excuses for EU. But it's like I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I can just say like, you know, EU's best players will quit. I don't care what this current crop of EU players do. But like that's not actually my opinion, by the way. But like, just for example. But yeah, like EU has had like nothing to play for like years. I know that there's like not been LANs in America as well. But I feel like their online seasons are taken more seriously. Like, the fact that, like, Froyo is, like, this constant because of, like, Banny's, like, income from TF2 and stuff like that. Like, and combined with the fact that I feel like RGO is just a better run league, or at least, like, has better output as a league than etf2l. And, like, ESCA before it. It always feels like, I don't know, it always feels like NA online TF2, there's a little bit more prestige, which keeps people interested. Whereas in EU, it's just been like, yeah, without LANs, it's like so depressing to try hard in online TF2. And as far as I can tell, as far as like I've learned, Witness only really got like particularly motivated like, I don't know, like 2 months, like a month ago, 2 months ago, some shit like that. And as much as I can tell, it's like them trying to like shake off rust from like 3 years of like not giving a shit or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think the players on the Witness Gaming roster, like, I don't think they're mismatched particularly. Like, I mean, you'd have to give slight like individual advantage to Froyo still, but I don't think it's that big a mismatch. But I just think, yeah, Froyo are like probably going to be a more well-honed outfit as a team. So, like I say, it depends. It depends what progress Witness can make in this period of time where they're suddenly motivated. Like, I won't speak for them, but I think Witness probably would have liked maybe like a LAN. Of course, they want to play against Americans, but I'm sure Witness wouldn't have minded having like a LAN just to win, like, versus Europeans. Kind of like what the NAs have had, like the last 2 LANs, just like, you know, playing against their local competition. I'm sure Witness would have really liked that. Like, win an EU LAN and then go to America and play Americans after, like, you know, after having like 6 months, 2 seasons of motivation or something like that. I think that would have been like the dream scenario for Witness. But 569, they're just gonna have to step it up, you know. And like I said, TF2 Easy is a bit more of like a chaos factor. It's just going to come down to how well individuals play and how well they synergize together. Because it's nowhere near as structured or regimented or whatever as how Witness play. So it's purely going to come, in my opinion anyway, it's purely going to come down to... It's going to come down to how well they can... Just how well they play on LAN, basically. Like, I don't think I've... Has Nubby ever played a LAN? Is Nubby even going to LAN? I heard there's like some shit where he might not go even. Josh, like I said before, I don't think Josh has ever played a LAN where it's actually been like top competition. I know he's played some LANs, but only with like some sketchy like teams or whatever. Who else is there? Gazzy? I don't know if Gazzy has been to LAN, but he's definitely not been on like good teams at LAN before. Kunu, okay, Kunu has like a little bit more experience, but still, he was on like, you know, maybe like 5th seed or something like that. So again, it's like not top experience. Not like, you know, not like, yeah, not like upper bracket, like grand final experience or anything like that. Like no stage experience, because there'll be like, you know, stage for grand final and shit like this. Who am I missing? Who am I forgetting on their team? Oh, Seeds? Yeah, like Seeds played the lower bracket final of a couple of LANs. Like, is Seeds their most experienced player? Seeds is like their most experienced player on LAN, right? By like some margin. By some margin. Who else? Like, who else played a competitive LAN on TF2 Easy? Or was that not aimed at someone else? Yeah, like, Witness have way more LAN experience, like, playing as like a top team, but they still lack, like, like I said, I think there's some difference between being just on, like, a good team at a LAN, and then actually having, like, expectation, and then, yeah, the whole, like, stage factor as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I think you can easily do fine, like, your first time playing on a stage or whatever, if you make, like, grands. But it's definitely a disadvantage to not have that much experience of it. Even just some of like the technical bullshit, like how fast you have to set up your shit and that kind of stuff could like play a role when it comes to the stage stuff. But yeah, Witness have way more LAN experience overall. Like, as in playing as, like, top players. Like, yeah, even Mula, like, who is, like, the most inexperienced player on Witness. He's, like, you know, he was on whatever it was called, Generation Karnax at I-65, right? And I assume he's been playing these French lands and some other stuff. And he's probably, like, the least experienced player in terms of, like, high-level competition. But yeah, on TF2 Easy, it's like literally just seeds. Okay, there's like some for Josh, but it's like, okay, seeds and Kunu a little bit. But they have like some proper like, basically like proper like actual like LAN virgins. Like actual LAN virgins, and then like serious like top level LAN like newbies, shall we say? I don't know. Yeah, with the exception of Seeds. With the exception of Seeds and Kunu. And like I said, Josh has been to a few, but it's like half that team is like totally fresh on LAN. And half that team has like a mixture of like some experience. But yeah, it's just like one thing. Like I said, it's not like fucking like Cope or anything like that. It's just me kind of thinking out loud about some of the variables in play. Like, it'll be very interesting. Like, it makes it very hard to predict, because there's no reason why you can't just show up to a LAN, having never played a LAN before, and do completely fine. Like, realistically, there's no reason that can't happen. But you just don't know. Like, some people don't do that. So it's like, you just don't know how good these players will be on LAN compared to online. Like, you hope it's fairly consistent. And typically it is, but it's not at all uncommon for someone who looks insane online to be less insane offline, like. And it's also the opposite is true. It's not uncommon for people who are mediocre online to suddenly become gods at LAN. I just yeah, we're just lacking data. We're just lacking data. We're lacking data, man. They still have more LAN XP than the entire TF2 Easy. I mean, probably. Pretty much. He was in I-58 Grand Finals, I-61 Grand Finals. I don't know what the fuck he was doing at I-63. I think he was just getting drunk and stuff. I-65 Grand Finals, Copenhagen 2 Grand Finals. I mean, he had a lot of experience losing lands until I-65. But yeah, no, he played on like a lot of teams that made it to finals of lands. Oh yeah, Copenhagen won Grand Finals. No, but that wasn't a real fucking land. Like, be real, that was not a real land. That was not a real land. Even though Thalash has the trophy at home, like on his bedroom cabinet. It was not a real LAN. It was not a real LAN. Am I watching RGL LAN streams this weekend? I mean, probably. Like, this is the thing. This is what I say about NA LANs. Like, I watched Fullerton. I really had fun watching it. But then I watched Philly, and it was the same. Like, the writers got lazy. They used the same script as Fullerton. Froyo speed around the LAN. Witness couldn't perform. G6 can't contest Froyo. Blah 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 blah. I gave this like soliloquy earlier. So I'm gonna watch it. But if I'm getting like the third rerun vibe after like day one, then I'm probably gonna not watch that much of it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm looking for Witness and G6 to show me something that they haven't shown me, or to show, not me in particular, but like, I will be looking for something from G6 and Witness that they haven't shown us at these previous lands. Like, Witness just performing up to their standard in general, and G6 being able to just raise their game in general to contest Froyo. But from what I hear, I hear G6 like have improved, so I'm quite optimistic that we're gonna have like a nice NA LAN to watch. I can tell you now, there's no fucking way that NA is boot camping at I-69. There's not a fucking chance in hell. NA always does, banning teams always do the same thing at LAN. They get there like, it's like a marathon to them, which makes their wins like even more impressive. They get there at like fucking, like they'll rock up, like their flight will arrive like midnight on Friday. They'll sleep for like 2 hours, turn up to the venue, and they'll be gone. Like by midnight on Sunday, they'll be gone. Like, they speedrun lands, man. They just show up for like the minimum amount of time possible. Maybe it's to like save on hotel fees or something like this. But I remember like, I don't know what land it was. Maybe it was I-63. Like Habib just like leaving at like 1 AM on Sunday to get his flight, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, bro, why don't you just stay like the extra day? Have a bit of fun, whatever. But then it's like, nah, we here, we win, we out. I-58 final didn't have a stage. That's true. But it was fucking... Honestly, I-58 final was like worse than a stage. I'd rather like have the noise of a stage than what than what the team I was coaching at I-58 had to fucking go through. I'd pick the stage every time over these like screaming Overwatch players. Look it up. But yeah. But yeah, to go back to that original question about Sil, yeah, I think he has more like, I don't know how you quantify LAN experience exactly, but yeah, Sil has more LAN experience in his little toe than TF2 Easy, I think, combined. Or like more high level like LAN experience in his baby toe than TF2 Easy combined. But this can all count for fuck all. Like, they can just show up and be beasts at LAN. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's just like a, yeah, it's just like a factoid at the end of the day. But yeah, Nubby on LAN. Nubby on LAN. That's gonna be the big one for TF2 Easy, right? How does Nubby perform on the LAN environment? Because he's quite young, right? If my memory serves, I might be wrong. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I expect him to do bad or anything, but it's like, I think of all the players, yeah, like I said, I have no idea about Ghazi. Like, I don't say this in like a disrespectful way, but until I came back to streaming TF2, before I'd like never heard of Ghazi, whereas I'd like heard of Nubby at least, even if I'd like not seen him on good teams before. So I have no idea. Like Ghazi could have been at LAN, so I just didn't know. But yeah, like Nubby's like the only guy that I can think of like for sure who's like never been to a LAN before. Ghazi hasn't been to LAN. Yeah, that was kind of what I thought. Like I figured he hadn't, but I wasn't sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, so they have two guys that have like never been. Dude, Nas will be fine. I don't know if Nas has been to LAN, but Nas will be fine. You can just tell. You can just tell. Nas went to I-63. I swear, like, I guarantee, like, Nas could have his LAN, like, you know, like the Men in Black, like, memory erasing thing. Nas could have his LAN memory erased, and he would just be 100% fine. Like, you just know it. Nas was at I-49? What? Dude, the level of variety of takes on Nas's LAN experience is like, what is this shit? Fucking hell. Yeah, Nas was actually playing this game on LAN, you know, before they did the TF2 remake. But yeah, what you say, what you say. It should be fun, it should be fun. But yeah. I can't remember what the original question was that prompted this this tangent, but I think Froyo should win. But I don't think like I know that this tweet was like banter, like at least it was like partly banter, but like the Paddy tweet where he was like, it was like the fucking Vegeta voice actor or whatever saying like EU has like no chance or whatever it was. I can't quite remember. It's like, you know, I know this was like mainly banter, but it's like I don't think it's going to be like this where it's like a total roll. Or rather, my base expectation wouldn't be that. I think there's like a lot of room for like variety, shall we say. Like Froyo could turn up and dominate, Froyo could turn up and it's hella close, Froyo could turn up and lose if Witness or TF2 Easy play insanely well. Will someone do what Epsilon did after I-46 after LAN? I mean, it was a different time. It was a different time, man. Bro, Paddy is a soldier main. Paddy is a pocket soldier caller who can just do other stuff because he's a smart player. Hence why Froyo swapped, like, because Paddy was roaming originally, right? For this team, Paddy was roaming, but then they were like, I don't know what happened. This is just what I was told. He was roaming, but then he was pocket. I don't know. Maybe Jay didn't like pocket or something. But Paddy was roaming, and now he is pocket. I assume they were just like, let's put Paddy on the class where he won, or put Paddy on the role where he won like multiple fucking mans before. Yo, what's up, Habib? Paddy is a Beeble main. Do I still have the infused jersey? I keep all the jerseys, but some of them have just been fucking lost. Like, I don't know where they are. Like, infused and TCM jerseys are somewhere. They're somewhere, that's for sure. They're the two that I don't know where they are. Oh, and the Reason Gaming one, actually. Reason, Infused, and TCM. I don't know where the fuck they went, but I kept them. But then all the others, I know where they are. What changes do I think would help the EU's TF2 scene the most? Do you mean like realistic changes, or like I don't know what like realistic changes you can do. Like I would say that you need like a league that has the same incentive as like NA. But it's not possible. Like, NA has always, like, had pay-to-play leagues, which means they have way better prize funding, which just means there's way more incentive for people at the top to keep playing. Like, even if you're not that motivated, it's like you get a nice little payment at the end of each season if you can win. But they can only do that because of pay to play, right? Like, I don't think they have enough, like, actual revenue generation to do it without the pay to play factor, and there's no way you can ever convince EU to pay to play in leagues now. So realistically, I don't know. I watch my language, like, when it comes to this, because I really don't want to, like, slate the hard work that people do, but I think etf2l is like etf2l just has to modernize, man. I say has to, like, that obviously doesn't have to, like, it's fine, but it would be so good if etf2l would modernize. Like, there's so many, like, small things in etf2l that I feel like could just be better. And then there's so many, like, medium things that are like, okay, it would actually require, like, a lot of effort, but it would be achievable. Like, you know, like a website from the 21st century. Like, that would be achievable, but obviously it's like actual work that someone would have to do, like, basically recoding, like, a site from scratch. But it's like it's achievable, right? Whereas convincing the EU player base to play in a league, that will literally never happen. That will never ever happen. You couldn't pay them to pay to play. Okay, you probably could, but you know what I mean. Whereas you could pay someone to make a new website for etf2l and make it not like browsing something from fucking the dial-up age of internet. And the other thing, but there's small things etf2l could do, right? Like, there's small things like, e.g., this playoff format has got to go. This playoff format has got to go. Like, this is probably a rant for another day, but this playoff format that we do right now, it was good based on one and only one premise. And that premise was that you have the semi-finals and the finals on the same day, and you have a kick-ass, like, day of TF2. Like, you have the semi-finals going straight into the grand finals, and you have, like, an awesome night of TF2 at the end of the season. Having this shit where we just have, like, the best team in the league play, like, their league games, and then not play for, like, a month and a half, and then just win the grand final is fucking awful. Like, it's just bad. Like, it was a sacrifice you could justify when you had this, like, cool day at the end where you had, like, the whole playoffs happening in basically one day. But it's terrible. It's terrible, like, essentially. Like, you know, everyone's favorite player, like, hypothetically, right? Everyone's favorite players are on the best team. Or the best teams. The players people want to watch are on the best teams. The teams you want to see playing matches are seeds, like, 1 and 2. And they play like for example, Witness were the best team this season by a country mile. Like, no disrespect to TF2 Easy, they got farmed in week 1, they got farmed in the grand final. And we saw Witness play, like, barely at all. We saw them play their regular season games and then one playoff game. Like, get a playoff system that makes sense in 2022. That's, like, one thing you can change instantly that just makes the league better. Like, earlier on, I was making the season 3,892 joke, but it's like, okay, it's a joke, obviously, because I don't know what season we're currently playing. But it's not a joke, because I actually don't know what season we're currently playing. Like, I actually don't know. It's lost all meaning to me. Like, we're just playing seasons. We're just gonna keep playing seasons till we're on season 300. Like rebrand the season. Season 43. Apparently, it's season 42. I think. I don't know. I looked it up earlier. I've already forgotten. It's 42, but it's like, just rebrand. Just rebrand. Rebrand. Like, I don't know, just simple stuff like this. Simple stuff like this is, like, stuff we could actually do. Don't get me wrong, it wouldn't have that much impact. It's not like it would change that much, but this is, like, basic stuff that we could do that would at least be, like, slightly better. Like I said, there's a lot of, like, medium and advanced stuff that's, like, less achievable that would have a much bigger impact, but can't realistically do it. But yeah, seasons, like, when you get, I mean, come on, man, like, like, imagine it's like football or something, like the Premier League. Imagine instead of calling it the 2022 to 2023 season, they called it season I don't know when the Premier League started. What was it, like 92? So that'd be like what, 10, 20, 30? Like instead of like it would be Premier League season 30 in football at the moment or some shit. Like I don't know. It's just rebrand, change the format slightly to justify it. It would instantly be better. It would instantly be better. Like I think it's so dumb that we didn't see Witness play a game since like I'm gonna look it up. When was Witness's last match? Witness Gaming. Witness Gaming. So they played their Week 7 game on the 14th of July against the League of Shadows. And today is the 4th of August. So it's been it's been like 4 weeks since we saw 3 or 4 weeks since we saw Witness play. And keep in mind, guys, okay. I don't know the exact in and outs of how Witness operate. Like as in Witness the organization. I know that they started in TF2, but I know they're like branched out to Smash and stuff. I'm pretty sure Witness like takes it pretty seriously, right? Like that's a guy that actually wants his org to succeed. Like don't get me wrong, he's doing it to help TF2 as well and really wants to support TF2 and help the game. But he also wants his org to succeed. And if you're a guy who wants your org to succeed, you want your team, especially when you have a championship team like Witness Gaming EU, you want that team on fucking stream. You want them playing like important matches on stream. I know that sponsors are not like a big thing in TF2, but imagine if sponsors were a big thing in TF2, but then you told like the sponsor like, oh yeah, sorry, we only play like every season because we're the best team in the league. Every season we're only going to play one game that matters. Rest of the time we're going to be waiting for other teams to play, or we're going to be banging out baddies like in weak games. Like it's just absurd. Like I remember being in Valorant, like coaching in Valorant, and like before they had VCT, for anyone familiar with like the Valorant scene, before they had VCT. Sorry, no, not before they had VCT. Like in the original like VCT, like the first year, in EU, in EMEA VCT, there was no streams for the qualifiers, and everyone had to qualify. It was completely open qualification, and everyone had to qualify. And like teams I was coaching, we would make it to like the round of like 16, and there would be no stream. And we were like signed to some like small orgs like Granite Gaming and things like this. Like you may or may not have heard of it. And it was like we would be like in a round of 16 to qualify for VCT, or for VCT like challenges. And the Granite Gaming manager would message me. He'd be like, "Yo, like, where's the stream for this game?" And I was like, "Bro, there isn't one. Like, there's none." And he's like, "Well, what the fuck? We can't carry on sponsoring you. Like, we're getting literally zero. We're getting zero." Like, we're getting 0 impressions or visibility from you because your games aren't streamed. And we're like, we know, it's fucking, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know why they're not streaming any games from these qualifiers. And okay, it's obviously way different in TF2, but the same concept applies. Like, Witness is giving resources to these players to play in exchange for exposure, and etf2l is giving the absolute fucking minimum exposure. The absolute minimum exposure to Witness Gaming that's possible. Like, you couldn't come up with a league format that gave less exposure to the best teams, aka the teams most likely to have sponsors. Like, same for TF2 Easy, like last season or whatever. They were number 1 seed? And it's like, yeah, the owner of TF2 Easy, the fucking skins website or bang website, whatever the hell it is. You know, that guy's not paying because he even likes TF2. He's paying because he wants fucking his players to wear the words TF2 Easy on a stream. But etf2l says, haha, you only play one big game a season if you're good. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Obviously sponsors is not a big deal in TF2, but it's like this is just such like a This is just such a bad system from that angle. And I know it's a small angle in TF2. Like, there's not that many sponsors. Most of the sponsors we have aren't legit. Whatever, blah blah blah. But like, when you think about it in those terms, it's like, yeah, that's pretty fucking dumb, actually. And that's before you even get into the fact that you just want to see the good teams play matches of TF2. That would be cool, right? If we could actually see the good teams play. Like, don't get me wrong, I probably couldn't have streamed the rest of playoffs anyway, but if there had been an upper bracket final with Witness versus TF2 Easy, you can bet your ass I would have tried a lot harder to be, like, stream ready before tonight. That's for sure, like, but it's like, yeah, the rest of the games were just, you know, I'm sure there was some, like, decent games in there, but there's a skill gap, and the reality is, when there's a skill gap, you gotta make more games for the top teams, otherwise you just have, like, more low-quality games. Did I watch the Pingu 5 video? Is that the guy, like, the semi-popular YouTuber that made a video about, like, TF2, the Lost Esport? In which case, yeah, it was a pretty cool video. Felt it was a bit NA-centric, but I guess that's just kind of the tale of impression farming on the internet. Got to appeal to the NA audience. But yeah, it was a good vid though. It was a good vid. But yeah, while I went on that entire rant, by the way, I wasn't looking at chat, so if anyone had any questions or whatever, feel free to re-ask them because I was paying like zero attention. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best thing to do is, really. I just know that there's small things like this to just, yeah, they just don't make sense. They just don't make sense. I'm not sure who that player is, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some like logs and stuff, and it seems like G6 are doing better now than they have in the past, but I could not tell you a specific opinion. Oh, someone asked rebrand how. Yeah, so like, if I was to rebrand etf2l, I would probably just ditch the season numbering thing, and just have it like, be like, I don't know, what are we now? Like summer 2022, like etf2l summer 2022, or some shit like that. That's like the first thing that comes to my mind. Yeah, like that's like the first thing that comes to my mind. That way, no matter when you're tuning in, no matter like what your experience or understanding of TF2 is, like you never come in and think like, oh, this is the 50th iteration of this, like I've seen this like 50 times before or whatever. It always could be like a fresh, exciting thing, you know? And yeah, like it's like going back through the annals of history. Like, for example, if I want to find a game, I can know it like when it happened, but to find it, I need to know like what season it happened in, and I don't know, man. There's just like, yeah, there's just a lot of good reasons to do it. A lot of good reasons to do it. But like I said, I don't like to flame like the work that etf2l do, because it's this weird Frankenstein monster. Like, someone made this site 10 years ago, and it's been the backbone of the EU scene ever since, and it's just been like, you know, like Theseus's ship of admins. Like, there's never been, well, very rarely has there been like a long-term like project with etf2l. It's always just like, you know, constant changing parts of admins. Not to downplay like anyone's work or anything like that. It's just the reality of things. It's voluntary. People will volunteer for a while and move on, and other people will take over, etc. But other than like the first few years, and then maybe you could argue like maybe like the Sunny Black era, was there ever really like a proper, at least from the outside looking in, did it feel like there was a true sense of direction. Rest of the time, it just feels like it's like just trying to keep your head above water, and it's fair enough, right? It's voluntary. TF2 is like small game, but yeah, there's definitely just some optimizations that you could do. But realistically, to go back to the original question of like, what does the EU scene need to grow? It's lands. Like lands is what motivate people. Like no matter what etf2l does, as long as there's lands, players will be motivated, and that's just been the problem for the last 3 years. Like, it's always been like a bit of a thing, because sometimes you would go like long stretches of time without lands still, especially before Copenhagen. Like, for example, like after, I don't know, after like I-58, like I don't think there was a real LAN until I-61, or maybe after I-61, I don't think there was a real LAN until I-63. Like, maybe there's some smaller ones, but nothing to keep top players motivated. But, like, now that we had Copenhagen and we had I-Series, there was, like, I think there was enough to keep people motivated. But obviously with COVID, that just wasn't the thing. So we've just had, like, 3 years of unmotivated European game players. Would have been a good time to maybe try and freshen up how some of the online stuff happened. I know there was some like cool cups and stuff like that, but yeah, etf2l will always be the backbone of EU TF2, for better or for worse. But yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to LAN. It will be fun. It will be fun. And I'm very confident that whatever the eventual result, I'm very, very confident that the EU teams will put on a good show. In time-honored tradition, in homage to Dan, a good show will be put on. How does EU teams fund LANs nowadays? I mean, I cannot speak for... In fact, I can't speak for anyone. I don't know. I don't know what Witness get from Witness. I don't know what TF2 Easy get from TF2 Easy. In terms of, like, LAN support, I know some of the details of what they get outside of LANs. But yeah, I don't know exactly what those sponsors offer. But typically, it's funded by passion, and then when you're desperate, a fundraiser. It's 40 for invite, what, per player? But yeah, like, pay to play in EU, it can never happen. It can never happen. Like, this is going back, like, way back. But it was, like, just getting people to play, like, on... Because at one point in EU TF2, we had 2 leagues. We had etf2l and ESL. And etf2l was, like, the staple. But ESL was, like... All the top teams played in ESL as well. But it was like getting people to get away from the comfort of etf2l, because ESL had like a dog shit website, a fucking dog shit website with an awful like anti-cheat client as well. Like, that was like such a pain to install. But like, even without the anti-cheat client fiasco, just getting people away from etf2l, and it showed in like cups and stuff like that as well. It was nightmare fuel. People just like their comfy etf2l, like free to play. Happy days, comfy experience. Make div 1, div 2 and prem paid. But like half? What? Yeah, this is the thing, like, I don't know. I feel like prem is already kind of... I don't know, like when I look around, maybe it's just like a name thing, but I feel like when I look at div 1... I oftentimes see players that I think probably are better than some of the players in Prem, but they don't want to play in Prem. I think if you start adding like paywalls to this as well, you're gonna get into pretty rough territory. Yeah, like to even make up the numbers, yeah, like Lucas says, to even make up the numbers in Prem, you just have to get some like some random mixed teams to just form just to make up the numbers. There ain't no way they're paying right. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a thing. Like it was always the case. It was always the case with NA, because with NA it was like they had ESCA, and it was like, or not. I guess it wasn't ESCA to begin with, but it was something like ESCA. It was like Cal or whatever. But it was the same concept. Like it was the same thing as what they used for like CS, which was like the main FPS esport at the time. I guess it still is, but back then it was like the only one, apart from like Quake. But yeah, it was like they never had like, I don't know, they never had the same like fiasco that we had of like setting up the original TF2 main TF2 league of a continent. They just went to something that already existed, and then it started giving them lands, and then it just became like a cultural thing. You pay because it's like worth it overall. Whereas now, if people would pay, like you start paying now, having never paid before, just so like the winners get a bit more money. Yeah, there's no way you could ever convince people to do that. There's just no way. But this is the thing, like, you can get people to pay when there's something to pay for, like, really good. Like, I remember, there was a, this is also going way back. There was a, I don't know when it was, like 2010, 2011, I don't know when the fuck it was. I was still a scrub, that's all I remember. There was this organization that formed in the UK. It was the abbreviation was UK ESA or UK ESA. I can't remember what it stood for, but they basically did a thing where it was like you had to pay to sign up, but whichever game got the most sign-ups would get like a really fat land, basically like a land with like a really good prize pool. And even though like there was way more CS players and CS teams, like TF2 community got together and like everyone was like paying for everyone else to sign up so that TF2 could be like the game with the most teams signed up, aka get like the LAN with the most like prize pool. So it's like when there was like an actual incentive, you know, we were doing like fucking like the first fundraisers in TF2, or in EU TF2 anyway, was to get teams paid up for this league so that we could have like a sick LAN for the top teams. So it was like you could get people to pay when there was like a LAN to pay for or whatever. Like it would like create like a good LAN. But just getting people to pay so that, you know, so that Pappy and Thomas can win some more money. Yeah, you ain't gonna get that done. You ain't gonna get that done now. Yeah. This is why I say, Lucas, it's a slightly lost battle to begin with. That's why I say it's just about making the small changes that make things like the achievable changes. Like I started this whole thing out by saying pay to play will never ever happen in EU, but it's unfortunate because it is one of the things that makes NA more interesting. Like players have something to stick around for, even in the dark times. But it's a cultural thing, and that culture cannot be forced. It cannot be forced in. You were really hyped after first two lands? Then it was just over. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, off the back of I-65, things looked so fucking cool. It was going to be, like, there was going to be this BTS event. Okay, it wasn't going to actually be a Summit event, but it was going to be at the BTS studio. And then that fucking caved in, and then COVID happened, and it was just a barren wasteland for years, like. But yeah, to circle back to my original point, and skirt completely over the catastrophe that was BTS and all of the associated faux pas that go along with it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think I completely lost my train of thought. That's what I think. I completely lost my train of thought. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like, regardless of what happens at I-69, I think it's gonna be cool afterwards because I don't know. For example, maybe one of TF2 or Witness EU wants to go to an NA LAN after this. Like, you know, they had like I-Series as like a local LAN to get them like motivated. They go to LAN, they're like, damn, LAN's fucking sick, even though we got hypothetically rumbled by Froyo. I'm not saying it'll happen, but hypothetically. Let's fucking keep grinding and go to the next NA LAN or something like that, you know? It can be cool. And obviously, like, hopefully anyway, there will be Copenhagen next year as well. So it's like there can be tons of stuff. There can be new lands. Maybe some of these like the more national lands become more open to international teams. Maybe people figure out how to put on a LAN that's marketed to all of Europe rather than just a single country. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's been a barren time, but it's going to be fun. The last EU LAN, I mean, there's been some like small LANs this year, but the last like real one, as in one where like top teams go, like established teams that win Prem, was August 2019. It was exactly 3 years ago. LAN isn't sustainable year round without stronger monetary gains. No, probably not. But like, all you need is like, for example, we have I-Series happening this month. We'll have Copenhagen in like spring. All you need is like one EU team to like sort their shit out and go to an NA LAN, and then you have like enough motivation for like a top EU team for like the whole year, basically, right? Like that's basically all you need. As in for like a top team. Obviously, it doesn't help everyone else, but if the guys at the top set a standard like that, then things are just automatically better, I think. Because it's like, okay, you might not directly benefit from the best EU team going to an NA LAN, but players can aspire to that. Like, oh, if I become good and I'm on the best team, then I can go to the NA LANs as well. That kind of shit, I think, can also help. How my wrists doing? Basically same as ever, man. Same as ever. They go up, they go down. They hurt at the moment because I've been unconsciously jumping around this map for like 45 minutes. But the fact that I was willing to do that means they're not in total shitfill at the moment. Yeah, mostly it's just a huge sacrifice of free time. Like, competitive TF2 in EU is basically only evening schedule. Like, no one does anything outside of, like, weekday evenings. AKA times when no one has, like, school or work. So it's just their free time. Almost exclusively. Obviously, some people have, like, you know, weird shift patterns and stuff, so they just do it when they don't have work. But for the average person, it's just, yeah, when they're not at work, when they're not at school, they play in the evenings. But yeah, it's just you just power through it, I guess. You just power through it. But I think, like, I don't know, I say most people, like, for me it was like, okay, I would like scrim and shit like all year round and stuff, but when I was like learning the game, you know, I would like just grind in like the summer, or like vacate in like school vacation, like college vacate, like university like breaks and stuff like that. I would like grind like a motherfucker, and then yeah, just, you know, do the schedule the rest of the time. Yeah, there's everything, like, people just take breaks all the time as well, right? Like, it's not like you're playing all the time. People take breaks when they need to. Like, if they have exams, or if they have, like, weird, like, schedule changes to their work rota or whatever, people just take breaks. You know, it's not like a esport where you're contracted to certain hours or anything like that. I mean, if it was, it wouldn't matter. You wouldn't have to have a side job. But, yeah, people just take breaks when they need to, and then come back. Oh, fuck. Dude, why am I so bad at this, like, last jump? I don't know why, with this resolution. Like, I can do, like, okay. I was gonna say, I can do the first jump fine. That's kind of creepy, but, like, this jump, I don't know why, I'm just, like, doing like the fucking slow motion version of the last jump. I have no idea why. Like, I can hit the crouched out of the spawn door like 8 out of 10 times. But then this jump is like slow motion 9 out of 10 times. I don't know why. Fucking weird, man. Fucking weird. But yeah, so yeah, that was the grand final stream, my friends. Has my RSI been better recently? Nah, like it pretty much stays the same. Like if I don't fuck with it too much, it doesn't bother me too much, but like it will flare up if I fuck with it. I'm like starting to feel it at the moment. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, so this was the first stream back. It was kind of chaotic and messy because it was a big grand final. And also, I haven't really been seen nor heard from, save a tweet, for like months. But yeah, I'm gonna start fitting streams into my life again. Particularly as there is a LAN coming up. I will be at that LAN. I will be doing production and maybe some coaching at that LAN. I have some things to catch up on, both in terms of the landscaping of the scene as well as some administrative shit that I kind of left hanging when I had my little fire situation. But yeah. And I actually feel like I could play a pug, like not right now because I'm fucking tired and it's late. But before when I was streaming and I had that sub goal, like don't get me wrong, I had every intention of doing it. But one, it felt fucking horrible playing without my old like stuff. But now, like, it's been so long since I played on my old setup that I don't think I care anymore. Like, I'll be trash. It doesn't, like, don't get me wrong, I'll still be trash. But I think I'll be just as trash on my old stuff because it's been so long since I've played on it. So at least it won't be depressing in that sense. And, I don't know, from jumping around, at least it still feels like I can do some stuff. So yeah, I think I would probably be interested in playing a couple of pugs or something at some point soon. Coaching WG. Yeah, like I'm doing some stuff for them. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it sounds weird, but it's like I don't want to be labeled exactly as their coach because for me, if I'm someone's coach, then their play somehow reflects me. Like it should be a reflection of me. At least that's how I see it. Like I don't know how to say it, dude. Why can I can smell cigarette smoke? It's really fucking weird. No one in this house smokes, but I can smell cigarette smoke like really strongly.
Jason,
yeah, I'm like I don't know. I guess I'm more of like an analyst for them. Like I watch their stuff, I give them some like feedback, stuff like that. But because LAN is so soon, I don't want to tell them like you shouldn't do this. You should do this brand new thing instead. You know, because I feel like it just adds more confusion rather than helping. So it's like yeah, I guess I'm more of like an analyst for them at the moment. But I'd be interested in doing like proper coaching
Jason,
for a team like that. But yeah, they have a very they have some good minds in Witness, and I feel like it's a case of too many cooks could spoil the stew, you know. So I don't wanna like stick my nose in too many things that they do. Especially with so little time between now and the LAN, I think it will just create more problems than solutions. But I am actively helping them with some stuff, and I will do whatever I am able to. Like, in that capacity, I will do whatever I am able to do to help them. But it's not like they're going to be playing like my brand of TF2 or whatever. It's not like I'm going to be like trying to tell them how to play the game, like they know how to play the game their way. I will just try to help tidy it up in whatever way that I can. But yeah, like, I don't really have an official title. I just consider myself more of an analyst at the moment than an actual coach. Especially since I'm doing, like, production at LAN. It's like I can't really commit myself to being, like, around the team for the whole LAN. Because I committed to doing production before I became involved with them. Whereas if I was, like, a coach, I would, like, there's no way I would be away from the team for, like, a second LAN, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. They're cool guys. It's fun to watch them play. Yo, what the fuck? Copper, thank you for the sub, bro. Dragivix, thank you for the sub, my friend. Appreciate it, gang. Somehow I just completely zombied through that, which means I'm insanely tired and I'm probably going to bounce, because, yeah. If I'm at the point where Miralyn is screaming in my ears and I'm not even, like, realizing, it probably means it's time for me to go and rest. But yeah, this was fun. This was fun. It's been 4 hours, apparently. The game was like 2 hours long. I've somehow talked shit for like 2 hours, so... yeah. Somehow. But yeah, I'm not going to say when next stream is, because... yeah, I'm quite busy with some stuff at the moment. But... hopefully, fingers crossed, this NA LAN is going to be cool. And there's going to be some good stuff to review from it. And assuming that's the case, then I'll probably be streaming next week at least. And if not, then I'll just find something else to do instead and stream that. But yeah, I probably won't be streaming as much as I was pre-fire because I have some other stuff going on at the moment. But yeah, I'll try and get like a couple in a week or something like that. But yeah, I guess I'm going to call it here, my friends. A sudden wave of exhaustion has washed over me. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, my friends. And thank you to Witness Gaming. Thank you to TF2 Easy for a nice game. It was fun to watch. Apologies to TF2 Easy if I flamed. I can't help it, you know. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm back around. Feel free to hit me up on my Discord. If I've missed messages there over the past months, then apologies. It's been a wild time. But let's get back on this train. But yeah, that's all for today, my friends. Thanks for being with me, and I'll catch you guys soon.